You gotta warm up before stream, don't you know? I don't know, it felt like a good idea at the time. If you like shadowboxing in a tiny webcam in the corner of the screen, remember to subscribe if you're watching this later on YouTube. I am full of too much coffee, and hopefully that doesn't... Oh goodness, oh goodness, oh lordy. It's also very warm. I might die. But if I die, please laugh. Clap and laugh if I die on screen. On screen? On stream. I know that. Okay, let's go. Oopsie daisy. Did I do it? Did I? What the hell did I just do? Yay, I did it. I did the thing. I did it. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm invincible. Invincible. I'm not invincible. Right. I might need to bring out some, I might need to quickly recycle some bigger stuff of my sordid past for this playthrough. Because we have a distinct lack of big stuff. Where am I going? Why am I going? Here I'm going. I'm just gonna post this down in the custom campaign hub. Here we go. Jump to present. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, we are here. We are here. We are alive. What were we doing? Is it the correct day? It is the correct day. I doubt reality, like, all the time. Also, I have a sneaking suspicion that people are busy with Christmas stuff at this time of year. Maybe. I don't know. Hello, Toilet Cleaner 3000. Once again, I love that username. It's just like... it sounds like something marketable. It's like, Toilet Cleaner 3000 cleans your toilet faster than any other toilet cleaner on the market. Terms and conditions apply. Alright, so let's load up Playtest 9 and let's get busy. I'm definitely gonna need to pull the purple plasma thing out of storage. I don't think I've heard this particular soundtrack before. Also, that reminds me, I've been hit with like a lot of copyright for this. A lot of copyright for like what's it? These videos because of the From the Depths soundtrack. So yeah, that's a bummer. Hello, driver. Hello, Orange. Welcome, welcome. Let's hop in, shall we? Where are we? Platona test 5. Here we go. Epic music. Alright, so we have a lot of trade on the way. We are currently picking a fight with the Stoneland Presence, and you know what I'm gonna do? Where are you going, sir? Oh, you can't get over there. Okay, you are temporarily...
Water mode at your service.
You were temporarily in Air Force just for my convenience. Alright, so... I'm going to hop over here. And I'm going to add something to my Air Force because I've got a flying purple plasma thing over in the Pale Fleet. And we're going to adjust it just a little bit so it works well. Is it ideal? No, it isn't. Where is it? Flying purple toaster. This thing is weirdly good. And should add some much needed firepower to what we're doing. And don't worry. Do not worry. We will adjust the flying purple toaster to fit in with the metal fleet. Can't stay long because time zone. Okay, fair enough. Alright, where are we? Right, so we got our gremlins down there, just ready to... This frickin' Hauer-shaped L right here is pissing me off. It's pissing me off and I don't like it.
Moving now.
Moving
now.
It's making me angry.
Moving out.
Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me again. Oh, so sorry. Ugh. I tried my best to sneeze away from the microphone. I hope that's just hay fever, and I hope I'm not... I might have gotten a bit of a virus. My girlfriend, because she works in a hospital, she gets the latest in all viral fashions, and I get them second. Which is jolly good. We love that.
Listening. Receiving. Moving now. Moving now.
Right, or naval force. Or naval force. Or naval force. Our belly button. Don't you dare. Don't you dare! Pass off!
Listening. Moving out. Listening.
Oi!
Moving out.
Mine!
Receiving.
Mine, 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 mine. Mine! My tile! Not yours! Go away! Grrr!
Listening.
Also, you should do this. There we go. Grrr. 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 Rawr, 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 rawr. They're on my land! Rawr, 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 rawr. Back at it again. Hello, Dummerfist. Getting your territory. You want? Yes! They're stealing my territory! And I don't like it. Alright, so...
Moving out.
we're gonna start stealing Stonelight territory, and hopefully these guys don't be a huge problem.
Listening.
Right, the flying purple toaster is almost done. Where are our cargo fleets at?
Listening.
Alright, I'm gonna duplicate all these guys. And they're just gonna do that, and they're gonna be full of delicious cargo!
Listening.
Full of delicious cargo. Do-do-do-do. Aha! Take that, you piece of crap!
Moving now.
Take that, you garbagey person. Alright, so the Blind Guardians are going to live up to their name a little bit. And they're going to hold the line against Swole, because screw them. Alright, so we're just going to go over here.
Listening.
We're going to do a sweet, sweet duplicate on you. Are we doing a sweet duplicate? Yes, we are. What's happening? Is Stonelight doing anything? Right, we're gonna need some nice heavy artillery. Right, so... by nice heavy artillery, we're gonna do this. You're gonna go over there. Burning skies. And we're gonna have... right, so that's fighter ring 1. You are gonna go over there. And Stonelight is going to be a pain in the arse because Azusa has not fixed the terrain yet, and that's okay. Alright, I have to hop. Good hunting. Thank you, driver. Hello, Duna Wolf. Alright, I am excited. I am tremendously excited. Right, we've got 2 hours till the next council meeting. Hopefully no one stabs us right in the back, because that would be bad. And I don't know what's over here. Right, the instant Hawa tries anything, we're gonna have a whole bunch of little gremlins just going like, yeah. Okay, how's our plasma thing? Ooh. Here's our flying purple toaster, and I'm going to slow the game down.
Moving out.
And we're going to do this. Do this, and we're going to... that is a lot of toasters. Alright, so first things first. We're just going to adjust this a little bit. So what is it? Color 9 is now black. It is not black. Okay, so... interesting. Alright, so we're just going to swap the camo of this. Camo... whoopsie daisy, I can't spell. Night 2. Huh, that didn't do anything. Okay, well, we're gonna do this the hard way then. Friggin' purple toaster. Alright, so... what is this? This thing is almost entirely alloy, so... metal from... there to 4. And I know I just made... Hold on. Is the lighting just weird here? Alright, let's get rid of the... Let's get rid of the camo. Just get rid of it. This thing should be a lot darker than it's supposed to be. And armor refit, alloy. 2 alloy. There we go. We are repainting everything, and it is good. Right, don't mind me, I'm repainting my purple toaster so it actually fits in a little bit. Because we can't have things not fit in. That's against the rules. I bet you didn't think this would be a building slash decorating stream, did ya? More of a pain because the train has been fixed, but also less of a pain because you haven't yet taught them how to do logistics correctly. Hello, Robot Stella. Hello, Atlas Echo. Welcome, welcome. Alright, so the toaster is an adequate vehicle, and hopefully it'll do okay. I also forgot that this thing has torpedoes. Plasma and torpedoes. Right, so what the hell? Paint 12 is now, it's going to be the flying red toaster. Oh, hell yeah. Right, what is this color? It's set to... That's set to 4. Let's set that to yellow. And... apply with mirror. I think maybe the lighting's just weird. Right, so now we're gonna go rubber... Rubber 024. Thank you. It's got this terrible useless little laser on here. This is just me making sure that this thing fits aesthetically, because it simply must. Simply must fit aesthetically. Alright, let's go. Where's that? Where's that missile decoy? I need it. Where's it? Munition decorator is there. Alloy does tend to be lighter than other materials. I guess so. Right, which bit is purple? Okay, I guess presumably. Whoop. Alright, extra configuration. Nyong. And nyong. Okay then, there we go. Aha! We need more purple because you know what? I might as well do this since I'm gonna be painting things over anyway. Hello? Okay. We just learned something there. Stop moving. Cease and desist your movement immediately, or I will kill you. I won't kill you, but it is also very handy that you can just paint stuff like that now. Very nice. That's decoed. Oh boy. Really should have included the deco on the whole thingy-bobby what's it. Well, do not worry. Do not worry your curry. What does that mean? Okay then. This is the most thrilling stream of all time. The most thrilling campaign stream. Because I am painting an airship. And now I simply must paint it slightly more interesting. Damn, this guy needs dental work done. Alright. Let's just put some red edging on there. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Red edging is no laughing matter. Okay, it's a little bit of a laughing matter. Right, a very basic paint job. Why the hell? Curse it to heck and back! Why is the missile still purple? Okay, now they're not purple. Perfect. Hold on. There we go. That's not horrifying at all, is it? Okay, I'm just going to change this. The pupil, emissive only. Where is it? Oh, ye gods, this thing's looking at me. It's looking at me. There we go, and again, emissive only. Alright, ready for service. Probably. Alright, so we're going to save this. Not the flying purple toaster, we're just gonna... I don't know, this is... I'm pretty sure that... Alright, so flying... metal... red toaster. Hold on a second! Let's do this properly. I'm gonna literally hop over to... that one comment that, Right, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Everyone look at the toaster. Everyone look at the toaster. Everyone be distracted by the toaster. For a moment. Are we moving? We are moving. Very slow. Everyone look at the toaster. Be distracted by the toaster, please. I'm going to look up the whole thing of the comments suggesting... Right. Metal... band. Oh, yes. This is the Lordy. Absolutely. This is the Lordy. That is what this is. Lordy Red Toaster. Lordy Red Toaster. There we go. And just before I forget... Hey, shout out! Hello, Negaboy Blue! Welcome, welcome. I missed some off stream. What's this vehicle? This is something that I used in my playthrough of the Caravonian Rebellion. It did actually sterling work, and actually does surprisingly well against a bunch of needed designs. Is it perfect? No. No, it is not. But it'll do for now. Alright, so the Lordy is going to go over here. And it's going to go maximum speed, please and thank you. Because it is actually pretty damn fast. Why are you not... Can you move, please? There we go. Hey! Thank you, Swankus Cross, for the subscription! Much appreciated. Hello, hello! No design is ever... This is true. No design is ever perfect. Show me a perfect design, and I'll be very envious of you, because I've certainly never managed it. Damn this thing. I like this thing. It's really stupid. Okay, then. So now we are going to measure the cruise speed right now. There we go. Save vehicle, bump version, and save over the Lordy. So the Lordy is now going to rescue us from our folly, and is going to plasma the hell out of things. Incidentally, plasma does not work super good for broadsiders because it lacks penetration. It lacks penetration, I say. Alright, so where was that? It was here, I believe. Alright, I'm gonna split you off. Oh, thank you from the depths you are. Deacon's Christmas. Deacon's damn Christmas. Alright, so I think I preemptively stuck my... Hold on a minute. Wait, I can stick my forward operating force over here. And that would be a good idea. I can stick my other fella... Yeah. Yay! Right. Right. We're actually gonna... What am I gonna do? I'm gonna capture a whole bunch... I'm gonna capture as many tiles over here as possible so that Sowol can be distracted. You say nothing is perfect when the Mord exists, shake my head. Good point. I am corrected. It may be stupid, but if it isn't stupid, if it works. What's the plasma? I think it's just 7 charge plasma, continuous. That's why you use burst plasma. Have a few barrels and just fire them one after another. But as the orcs say, it needs more Daka. Yeah, I could definitely make a better plasma vehicle than this. Just watch me, I'm gonna make a flying canoe again. Daka is great, but don't do it with plasma unless your gun is just enormous. 7 charges per shot is the minimum. Yep. Alright then. So. Is the Lordy set up correctly? Yes, it is. I'm going to save the campaign. And we're going to save... We're going to save here. Right. 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 Left. Right. Left. Right. This is how we march. Alright, do I need... I think I'll just, let's give the Lordy a test run. Also, I forget what the obelisk is actually armed with. It might be bad. Oh yeah, I believe this thing, like, aims for hot blocks as well, so it's gonna gun straight for the engines. Yep, it's going straight for the engines. How are we doing? Uh-oh. Whoa, okay then. The obelisk has actually got quite a strong laser, and I don't like that. We're already falling out of the sky. This is bad. This is bad, I do not like it. And... yes, I am a coward. I am an absolute bloody coward, I've earned it. Nah, right, so, not great. Not great. Lordy is apparently made of toothpaste. Alright, so now let's try that again. We're gonna try that again. With overwhelming firepower, because as we've just established... the obelisk actually hurts. A lot. Whee! I don't remember the laser being that strong. Is your smoke set to max strength? No, I almost never do max strength on smoke. Should I be doing that? Alright, we got at least one of these. And still going for the bloody Lordy. I mean, that is one way of ensuring that the damn thing doesn't, like... That's one way of ensuring that you can't bum rush the Stonelight Presence that quickly. How are we doing? Doing absolutely fine. Where even was the laser on this? I did. This brings back nostalgia. I could definitely make this thing prettier. Oh, this looks like a turret from the Death Star trench run. Yep. Perfect description. Pre-fire update, maybe not, but now, yes. Okay, let's go... Well, that's the first thing to upgrade on the Lordy. Material use per second. That's what we do, right? Oh, Lordy, okay. Heh, Lordy. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let's just... Yeah, spamming smoke is not what you do these days, from what I understand. So I'm just going to trim a lot of these off. Oh, Lordy. Wow, I really did go ham on the smoke, didn't I? I really did. Smoke. Where'd the Lordy? Lordy? Lordy. Lordy, doo. Don't mind me. I'm maintaining the I should have done this off camera. I don't know why I didn't do that, but I didn't. I was too busy procrastinating, clearly. You need 1 or 2 of them set to max, not like 7 set to 1 second. Yeah. The airship kind of looks like an electric razor from above, or a chiseled doorstop. Yep! Basically, it looks like anything but a formidable war machine. That's my aesthetics. That is my aesthetic. Did I really? Seriously? 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 Why is this not even? Why is this not even Stevens? Huh? There's a gap in my armor. Why is there a gap in my armor? Go for 10 at 1 second and 1 and 10 seconds, the same overall effect, but having more dispensers cost more. Yeah, that's why I'm tweaking this. That's why I am tweaking this. I am doing a tweak. No drugs involved, apart from coffee. Okay, so... Lordy red toaster. Spectacular. And we can do that now. Pull all. Okay then, now the Lordy must... I need a second Lordy, actually. Right, go forth and capture. Now that we have another Lordy. Right, I'm just gonna go... Whee! Right. Another Lordy over here. Lordy, 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 Lordy. And once we have a second Lordy, we'll be able to go and do things over there.
Moving out.
Okay then. What has Stonelight got? Not much. They are economically crippled. Alright, being from your CR playthrough, I'm sure this was built prior to the fire update. Yep, and the changes to lasers that come up. Yep. I do notice that the thing does, it does die to lasers fairly easily. We're just very slowly going to capture and vibe and vibe and capture. Yet 2 of these guys should be able to do it. They should be able to pop this gather over here, and we're going to capture our way like... We're going to capture a lot, actually. You go there, and you go there. Capture everything. It's important. Should I get... Fighter Wing 1, and would the Lordy be a bomber or something else? It's like Airship Force 1, I guess. Right, you go there, and you go here. Ready to threaten things over there. So I'm ready for the Civil Republic to be a big doo-doo. Just the biggest of doo-doos. And there's this line of pyramids over here, which is very nice. It is very nice. Aha, and our second Lordy is, finished. Wow, that was quick. Okay, you need to go over there. Immediately! But first... I'm going to spawn you in. This is kind of annoying, but yeah, how else would they possibly do this? Having the thing actually move at the speed. Probably because smoke no longer nudist lasers nearly as hard as before. Yeah, the end result is that lasers are weaker against things without smoke, but strong against things with smoke. Yep. Smoke is not the, Smoke is not the automatic I win button against lasers that it used to be. So there, save vehicle, bump version, save. And pull all. Right, can this guy...
Listening. Moving out.
Right, I am going to need
Moving out.
to set this up. And I'm gonna leave my force over there for now. Gonna leave it over there. Whee.
Listening.
So, Lordy Red... Oh, I didn't give these guys names. Interesting. Alright, so now this fleet name is Airship Force 1. Crazy Fins. And Lordy Red Toaster. What is a very Finnish thing? Simo? What's another famous Finnish person? Famous Finnish people. I'm literally just gonna... There's Simo, list of Finns. Architects, visual artists, business people, computer pioneers. What is this? Ooh, nope. Filmmakers, musicians. I don't know. What does a famous Finnish person? Oh, Nightwish, like, right, Marco. That's the one. Marco being Marco Hietala, bassist and backing vocalist of Nightwish, and main vocalist and co-founding member of Tarot. Okay, I didn't know that. But anyway, we've got some crazy Finns. List of Finns. I'm sure it's just famous people in a vision. List of every Finnish person makes me laugh. Yeah, like, there's not that many Finns in comparison to, like, every other category of human being on the planet, but still, that would be a long list. There's like several million people. A lot more if you count, like, every Finn that's ever existed. Alright then, we are now absolutely trundling our way.
Listening.
Standing in the line of fire, third to lead the way.
Listening.
Right, you go over there.
Listening.
You go over there. And we'll go there.
Listening.
And Cargo Fleet 1, go here. And you know what I'm gonna do here?
Moving out.
What am I gonna do here? I'm gonna make some more
Moving out.
Blind Guardians just over here.
Moving out. Moving out.
Whee! Right, so where's our Blind Guardian? We're going to build one over there. Brace yourself for lots of Blind Guardians. And I really just like having fleets of 2 for some reason.
Listening.
Why did you do that? Oh, does it not work when... Can I merge?
Listening.
Yes! It worked. Okay, good. Good. You go over there. And our cargo fleet needs some adjustment. Right, so you're gonna do this. Trade fleet 1. Right, you're gonna go here, 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 and then... Oh no. Here, here. And you, sir, flying pizza pie. When the moon's in the sky like a flying pizza pie, that's amore. When the pie is just mush, and you just want to smush, that's a McDonald's pie. I don't know. There we go. Alright. Alright, we are proceeding well. We are proceeding well. We are doing this in a slightly funky order, but you know what? Sometimes it can be like that. Oh. Is the game paused? No, it wasn't paused. Right. Right, so let's have a look here. So that... We are sailing to the Sawoa lands. We're going to stick burning brands on their backsides. It's going to hurt them. La 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 la. That was terrible. Let's try again. Just capturing in the North Sea. Can you see all the capturing in the sea I'm doing? This is a real lounge lizard song. Won't you come and sing along? This is a very long map. Alright, so we got Naval Force 3. Let's see here. Fleet name. Naval Force 3. We're gonna call this anti-democracy. Okay, anti-democracy. And force name, Blind Guardian. It's gonna be the... what do we call it? It's gonna be the... it's gonna be called the Vote Rigger. It's gonna be called... Jolly... Lobby. How do you spell lobbyist? I hate what I just did. When the jaws open wide and there's more teeth inside that amore. Yeah, hello, Eleval, indeed. Well, I didn't even see it was you. I was too busy focusing on what I was doing. Alright, Crazy Fins, you go deal with that, and the Bomber Force goes over there for a lot of capturing, because we need it. Anti-democracy is under construction. Wow, that's a rough way to say that. Alright, save campaign because I'm paranoid. Right. I believe this is a very... Alright, so we're gonna spawn these guys quite close together so that... hopefully... Oh, crap. We can't get any closer than that. This could be a great way for us to... Yeah, this needs fixing, because, this is a lot. Yep, and immediately we're dying horribly. How are we doing? Okay, we're doing great. Alright, the toasters are doing exactly what they're supposed to. Is it AI dead yet? No, it isn't. Great! It can shoot us, but we can't shoot it. And fortresses have real trouble with the thing. Right.
Listening. Control yours. Moving out.
Executive decision. Oh, bloody hell, that's the Stone Knight's big pond over there. Stop shooting me! We can't shoot it, but it can shoot us. Not fair! Although we have damaged its laser, so what am I complaining about? Can you please aim and fire at the thing, please? Please aim and fire at the thing, and do not crash into any mountains. If you crash into mountains, I will kill you. What are you doing? What are you doing? Aim, shoot, please. There we go. There we go. This is why it's occasionally useful to have your stuff, you know... It's occasionally useful to have your stuff be controllable. Also, it just occurred to me I could take manual control and snipe that, laser. Hello, Dreekfire! Throw an 80mm barrage right on the air core. Maybe one shell will even hit. Don't let the Helldivers find that fleet. Oh, no worries. I won't let them. I will not let them. Alright, so... just turn off. I believe PIDs are... nope. Please disintegrate. Yay! Right. All capture. In a world of pure imagination. Alright, so... the bombers are the ones who are going to go and assist us. Why is there a Dark Phoenix way the hell over here not doing anything particularly useful? Honestly, just positioning is kind of rude, even by the sounds of some of my turtle. Like, you have to be significantly above it in altitude to actually hit it. Yeah, no, I regret that. We need to fix. Alright, so anti-democracy is over here. Let's see here, cargo fleet, fast food. Dumpty dumpty dumpity doo. I've got another puzzle for you. Wait, what? Wait a minute. Cargo, you stupid bastard. Right, is there anything coming to kill us? Not really. Not really. We're doing great. We're doing fantastic. How is the anti-democracy force? There it is! It's perfect. It is simply perfect! I mean, it has to see you to be shot. It's line of sight, so it's not that bad. Still not making use of trench warfare. Yep. Funny that, isn't it? I always forget that, like, the Blind Guardian, aka the Icicle, has such low material storage. Alright then. So we're gonna go over... we're gonna go...
moving out.
Over there. You're gonna go over there. Just capture a line of tiles. A whole ass line of tiles. I actually don't care if Small, like, captures all this. What am I doing? Trade Fleet 1, hurry, Trade Fleet 1. Where's that? That's the bomber, that's the bomber. Actually, you go over here, preemptively. You go over here, preemptively. And what do we got here? Fighter Wing 2. And Fighter Wing when you capture that. Go over there.
Moving out.
Dare I do the thing? 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 I'm gonna do the thing. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do the thing. Gonna do the thing.
Moving out.
Go over there. Huh? What are you doing? What are you doing over there? Huh? Wait, have I left a resource zone unoccupied? Because that's very... oh well, I guess I have a spare... I guess I have a spare... I have a spare fella, which I'm gonna go stick over here, I guess. There we go. Terrain's been really done anyway, so it's fine. Yep. It's not like in favor of the eye, it's just kind of annoying. Anyway, can't wait for Howard to rush your HQ. Oh yeah, oh I'm looking forward to that. Oh, I should really build some more scary stuff, like down here. I have gremlins to hold the line, and that's it. I have gremlins to hold the line, and that's it. I have a very long, fragile train route. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm probably going to send my fighter wings down south before I take on the Stone Light Presence. Just in Kase. Also, like, I don't think my anti-democracy force is gonna... Crazy Finns, Burning Men, and Burning Skies. I am so scared. Yeah. Okay. Right. Right, cargo fleet, go here.
Moving out.
I'm also going to duplicate you. I love the UI of this game. I do love how cannot understand that when you click on one thing, you're not trying to click on the thing behind it. I love it! Alright then. Just going to finish capturing these tiles. Over here, and then send the Jaguar Cooks down south. We only have an... Uh-oh. That's the Tefnut. What is a Tefnut when it's at home? Alright. What is that? That's the... Tessa Contour is. That's big, and mean, and mighty unclean. And just going to... Right, we're going to, if I pick a fight with this guy, is that going to pick a fight with the HQ? Yes. Yes, it is. Well, here we go. Right, Simo and Marco. Where the hell are we? Oh, this is rough terrain. Oh, this is the roughest of rough terrain. Where's the bad guy? There it is. Right. Ah! Right, this is not ideal, by the way. It's really not what I wanted, but I guess they just... You know, I guess they just did the thing. Alright, I think they forgot. Unsure about the Teth, but the Tessa whatever isn't especially strong, if I recall. I don't remember what it is. So it's a war. They don't seem to be doing much with their craft. Nope! Swole and Hawa have, they've just been sitting and building up all their stuff. I only have one dude. They've spawned in their HQ first. That's extraordinarily rude. Actually, you know what? I can end this. So if you guys do this, is the thing going to... Oh, phew, okay. I don't remember what the Tefnut is. I really don't. This is cool, desert at night. Oh no! I feel sick. This is probably the... Uh-oh. I don't like the amount of laser that this has. That is not nice. Please flank the damn thing so we can burn it alive. Is this thing covered in stone? Well, scratch my little fighter bombers, I guess. Whee! Aha! Get flanked, fool! Get flanked! Oh, it's another pyramid. Yeah, there's lots of pyramids. Stonelight has a lot of pyramids. They're very fond of them. This thing doesn't appear to have any smoke. What's up here? We appear to be winning. And that's excellent. Man, I love setting pyramids on fire. It's my favorite thing. Whee! Actually, I forgot to bring up me spreadsheet. That thing I need. Right, so what is... How do you pronounce this? How do you spell it? There we go. Alright, so this is a medium design, which makes sense. Ouch. Please crash into the ground. It'll be funny. The people will love it. Sizzle, sizzle. Bernie, Bernie. Come on, be a Bernie Sanders. Hooray! I was starting to get worried. Wait, if you kill the HQ first, doesn't it just delete all the other forces? Yes. Unfortunately, there's no good way of, like, killing... I want to get the HQ on its own. Because as you've just seen, the HQ is so big and fat that, like... I don't know. Basically, I need lots of forces to kill it. Seems like a solidly medium design. When the stone faction is made of stone. I know, right? Shocking. Whee! It is pretty cool to fight these things over the desert. But, it is unfortunate the desert is very lumpy. Desert is very lumpy indeed. Whee! Well, lasers are incredible when the other guy doesn't have smoke, I have to say. Yee. Let's zoom way out. Whee! Down you go! Wow, to the credit of the... Damn, this thing's exploding a lot. How is it still flying? What kind of pyramid scheme is this? This is a laser pyramid scheme. It's where the pyramid has a laser. It goes pew pew. Stolen Present should have its own MLM. I mean, I don't know whether it's too insane or just insane enough to do something like that. Whee! Yay! Zap, 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 zap. Bernie, 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 Bernie. Yay! And now you need to resume capturing that tile. Damn it. So now, what is that? Right, so now...
Moving out.
All of you lot move over there, and now you don't have your big friend to help you, do ya? Do you know? Where are we? We are there. And we're just gonna we are going to go as max altitude as we possibly can. I forget what this thing is. What is that? That is the... That's just a whole bunch of letters and numbers. That's what that is. Anyway, you gotta love the Stoneline HQ. Diff Railgun. Yep, if I remember right. The Stoneline HQ is certainly something. It needs to be entirely rebuilt, because I could do better, frankly. Who do we have? Oh, that thing. How is this thing so expensive? How is the toasters doing? Absolutely fine. Oh, bless their cotton socks, they tried to make a boat. 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 And they made a boat. Wow! You know, I don't use plasma nearly enough. It's actually pretty good. This thing's gonna bonk into... It's not going to bonk into the land. How about that? Alright, let's have a look at you, Marco. How are you doing? This is a weaker laser than the one on the obelisk, by the looks of it. Which is hilarious and cool. How do... Thank you. Kablooey! Someone is ready working on a new HQ. No, I think so, yes. I don't remember who it was. I rebuilt the, Hawa HQ, right? I did that. You did this? I did this. Alright, so we're gonna flatten the Stoneline HQ. And we are then gonna have our ad break, damn it, because that would be good for us. That's gonna be good for you, it's gonna be good for me, it's gonna just be good, it's gonna be very good. I need water. Yum. Yum, 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 yum. Yummy, 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 yummy. Water, water, water. You rebuilt the Hawa HQ. I did some deco on it. Yep, yep, yep. Azusa's still working on interiors. Alright, I remember now. Thank you, thank you. Azusa is working on a lot of things, actually. It's actually amazing. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. Yay. 10,000 wall tile decos. Yep, don't tempt her. Don't tempt her. She'll do that. Our Azusa, she does the decoration. She does individual frickin' tiles like an absolute mad person. Floor and ceiling too, yep.
Listening. Moving out.
Do I want to capture this tile? I actually do. Let's build up our forces.
Listening.
Why are you not...
Moving out. Listening. Moving out.
Oh my god, this UI. Okay.
Listening.
Oh my dog. Go there.
Moving out.
Go there. On the resource zone and go... Go... Alright, so... These guys definitely need to head down here. Ready for anything? Ready for anything! Let's go! That is a lot. Jeez, that's a lot of stuff. That is a lot of stuff and things.
Moving now. Listening.
Right, the crazy fins.
Listening. Moving out.
Where'd my other bomber force go?
Listening. Listening.
Oh, that's both of them. Gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha.
Listening.
Right. Ooh, wisdom! She did that. What is a wisdom? Always put your laser jet planes where they will do the most good. Do not put them where they will do the most bad. That is silly. Alright, let's go there, and we're gonna
Moving out.
just
Moving out.
plug our gaps over there. Off you go, lads. And we're going to do this, and we're going to kill this HQ.
Listening.
Alright then. Save the gap. I don't know why that... Alright, so this is probably something worth noting, is that... does anyone know why this is? There's just a Dark Phoenix stuck on the side of the map that's not doing anything. So, I'm gonna note that. Just gonna note that right here. So, let's go here, stream 4. It is the 11th of the 12th, 2025. Dark Phoenix appears to be stuck on the west side of the map. Yeah, it's just grouping to intercept cluster and is like... Also, I spelled friggin' wrong. Alright then. Righty-tighty, righty-tighty. Okay, let's pick a fight. Let's pick a delightful fight. Let's pick a delightful fight, shall we? I have no idea what would cause that. Hello, 3D Wrecker! Can we get a shout-out for 3D Wrecker, please? Because they also do From the Depths streams and such. And make YouTube content and are working on Basin. What was it? I caught a 3D Wrecker stream the other day and it was quite nice. It was very nice. Alright, so now we have Big Fat Thing over here. So we're going to put you over there. And we're going to put you over there. And we're going to put you guys literally in space because I don't trust you not to commit harakiri on terrain. Where are we? Right, so we got Lordy and Simo over there. And we are flanking the Stone Knight presence. Flanking, I say! Okay, good. That's what I wanted. I wanted both the toasters in there. Oh, gods. No. How we doing? Aha! We are distracting your laser Seawiz with missiles. And there goes the diff railgun. We really need to redo this. We need to make it some kind of space machine. Also known as a spaceship. Yow, that's a lot of blocks being taken off. I do like what I did here. I'm probably going to recycle a lot of it. For when I redo this. But yeah, no, this needs to be an actual proper vehicle. Also, fun fact, Fortress turbines do not need to be pointing down. Do not need to be on the underside of the vehicle. Alright, how are you doing? Marco, how you doing? Actually doing absolutely fine. Also, these guys have repair tentacles and will repair it. Please do not collide. I beg of thee. Do not collide. No! No! All my plans have come to naught. My friggin' toasters have collided. You stupid bastards. I hate you. Oh well. That is why we have bombers, and we've basically won. We've blown off all the things. Oh, overall shape is good. Yep. My stupid toasters. Also, I've managed to forget. Where's the... Right, so you just lost a turret, apropos of nothing. Where's you? Off it. Wow, the world is flat. There's the edge. I really, really hate it. I hate it. How bad the collision avoidance is in From the Depths. Well, you know what? We have infinite money and we've basically just won. It's okay. I forgot this thing has particle cannons. I completely forgot. Well, the good news is it's just the toasters that have taken damage. The ominous map edge just right there. They do look like toasters, yeah. Do the toasters use any form of breadboard evasion? Evasion, no. Thrust vectoring, yes. Let me show you the bread. The bread is super basic. It's literally just, it's the thrust vectoring, bounciness, and... Why is it here? There? Oh, yeah. So no, it is a breadboard PID and thrust vectoring. That's it. They don't really need evasion, though. That probably would do it. It's just they have no altitude. The bounciness is what I meant. Yeah. Okay. That's what you meant. Yep. They do that. They do that. So you know what? That's my fault. That is the price you pay for bounciness. I confused the boss ship and the HQ. Someone's working on a boss craft. Ah, yes. And that's why your collision avoidance doesn't work right. Yep. Well, I generally assume that collision avoidance doesn't work right anyway, so... Alright, so this is slowed way the hell down, because we have half as much plasma being used right now. This thing does look cool, though. I do like it. Honestly, a fair assumption. Go back, made dinner, fix sound problems, all. Excellent! We are very, very slowly burning the thingy to death. What am I looking at? Aha! I see resource containers being destroyed. Lots and lots of them. Whee! Come on. I don't know what I need, but I need it. I need it now. I don't know what I want, but I want it now. If I had any creativity for Stone Knight left, I'd ask to rebuild it, but Stone Knight just so air to build for. Fair enough. Fair enough. There was a lag spike. What happened? You stupid but well. Just as well the terrain's being fixed, yeah? Because there goes one of my bombers. There goes one of them. The thing belly flopped onto the bloody ground. Did you run into any shades this playthrough? I did not. Why is everything staying so far away when the snake bite enters its veins? Alright. Right. You know what?
Controls moving
You
out.
go here.
Control door
You go here. Get close enough so you can actually hit things accurately, please. Yes, the thing's shooting at you. I don't care. We might need to pull back and, we might need to pull back and try this again. Because this thing is, as it turns out, made entirely out of heavy armor, and that makes it really tough. To be fair, the shade needs some major rework. Yeah, well, you'll have time. Definitely you will have time. Is anything else dropped dead? Who dropped dead, by the way? Guys, do not collide with each other. If you collide with each other again, I will kill you.
listening.
What are you doing? The pathfinding from the depths is like so bad. It's very bad. Whee! Whee! Okay, then maybe I shouldn't have done that. That's impact, right? If it's impact, then we're fine. What are you doing over there? Get over here now! I command you to move your ass over here. Maybe it's just very slow. Well then. Well, team, are we winning yet? We are very slowly winning. I need more plasma. So much more plasma. Yes, we're getting into the squishy inner bits, I think. Honestly, plasma probably works better for front sighting. Because it means you can hit the same spot consistently. That looked expensive. Yay! We're getting through the top layers. Wah! Thank you, Duker. Best of luck with it. I kind of don't have anything right now. One exam down, still about 4 to go for the 2. Yeah, real life takes precedence. No worry, folks. In the same spot as why burst plasma works so well. Yeah, maybe I should do bursts. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hop over here. Find my spreadsheet. I'm going to add a thing here. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted something different. Gladly need a planet. There we go. Small fast safety is front side. Right. Don't mind me, don't mind me. Plasma thing. Cider. Plasma anti. Spam. Cool, I've added a thing onto my to-do list. I think I might not bother with submarines either. I think I'm gonna not bother with submarines, because submarines are boring. Yep, I've just taken a lot off my to-do list. Right, are we all dead yet, mate? Whee! Who would have thought a giant lump of heavy armor would be kind of difficult to destroy? There's a reason the Aetos and Laniakea both use it. Yep. And on the platoon of my Anchor Bolt and Claymore Rebuild. Didn't really mean to, but the new Airship Fortress for SP uses it. Kinda. Well, Airship Fortress? I mean, yeah, well, that'll do. That'll do nicely. Bloody hell, these pack turrets are, like, really hard to kill. And also, damn, Marco, you've, how are you surviving this long? The answer is... barely. I wasn't actually expecting to... well, I wasn't expecting to lose any forces during this fight, but... yes! Oh, what is McFist? What is the McFist funny? There's gonna be a McFist funny. 3 factions down. Yep. I'm here temporarily to watch cool stuff fight. Nice one! Yeah! How's the playtest? It's going great. My craft are idiots and can't avoid each other or the ground. We have lost Bomber because it belly flopped onto the desert floor. I'm excited, I'm excited, I'm excited. I'm gonna go make a decaf. And the decaf's gonna taste great. I've had too much coffee already. I need a tiny coffee. Clankers go home. Oh, lovely. Bravo! Oh, okay then. Right, you lot go consolidate. And...
moving out.
consolidate. And what else? What else? What else? What else? When the moon's in the sky like a big pizza pie, that's amore. Alright, saved, and to the main menu we go. I'm gonna go off and brew a thing. I'll be right back with you. Laws of difficulty, yeah. Assuming no Capricorn news since those designs have horrible firepower to cost ratio. Yeah. Hey, it's my little plane. I love it. Alright, let's I'm going to temporarily vanish. Temporarily. And 2 minutes of ads, I'll be right back with you! What the hell am I looking at now? Snipe the nuke. Woo! I wish more craft was spawned in the main menu. Would feel like we have a very limited amount. And now it's side space, just sad. Extra strategy. The player can't beat you if you crash the PC first. 10,000 commodities. Alright, let's see here. What Pokemon is that? Right. Also, if I sound out of breath, it is because... Hello. I have a new exercise plan, which is every time I boil the kettle... which I do a lot because I drink a lot of coffee. Not right now, though. I have a soothing cup of tea to soothe the voice. It means that I'm doing a lot of push-ups. I just did 12. Not that many, but only spawn things under, I think, 3k blocks, regardless of what's enabled. At least that's what it says in the editor. I don't put it past the editor to just lie sometimes, you know? Let's go there. Right, and now we are going to just capture territory like mad. We have no capital ship or anything, so, right, where is our trade fleet?
Moving out. Moving out.
Right, we are going to do this.
Moving out.
Yes, this.
Moving out.
This. And there's kind of a loop.
Moving out.
Kind of a bigger... There's a lot of resource zones. There is a lot of resource zones on this map.
Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Moving out.
I think I might need a third trade fleet. I'll do that. I'll do it.
Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Moving out.
And I think my trade fleets need to be
Moving out.
bigger. Like a lot bigger.
Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Moving out.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna duplicate this trade fleet to be a lot bigger, so we can have room for it. And we're going to, what are we gonna do? These are set to be like that. They are pure cargo. We're gonna hop over to you. I'm going to spawn in. Where is it? Tool. We're gonna spawn in a tool. Where's my one tool? There it is. Alright, so fleet name. Trade fleet 3. Sushi on the go. Because you gotta get that fresh sushi, you know? And you are set to cargo, and you will be duplicated like so, like so, and there's gonna be 8 of you. Pretty sure there was a faster way I could have done this. And I'm going to set you up. Please repair faster. Right, once you are nice and repaired. We've got an hour until the next council meeting, but, right, which way are you gonna go? We're gonna, just because we're here.
Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Lifting. Lifting.
And we're gonna duplicate you, just because we can. Trade Fleet 3, where are you? There you are.
Moving out.
Yeah, you gotta
Moving out.
do it all at once, otherwise you lose track of what you're doing. And that just won't do.
Moving out. Moving out. Moving out.
Yay, Trade Fleet, Trade Fleet, Tradey, Trade Fleet.
Moving out.
Boy.
Moving out.
No one's actually gotten on my case about not using the supply box trick, which Martin Cedarpants famously used.
Moving out.
Main reason for that is I think that looks ugly.
Moving out. Moving out.
Did I goof? I don't know. Also C4 spawn, yep. Spawn is structure for the menu. So looking north like, yep, yep. So slow as grab, there they all go. Oh, there they go. They're coming. They're coming for me. Alright, so Bomber Force, you need to go there pronto, and you need to repair, damn it. And you need to... You are my second repairy thing. Where's my cargo fleet? You go over here and be helpful. And where's the crazy fins? You crazy people, go over here and capture there. And we are literally just going to... Oh, gods, here they come. Oh, boy. Land grab, land grab. Here they come. Here they come. Don't you dare. Mine, 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 mine. Grrr. Hey, you there, Condor. What am I doing? What's happening here? Right, you are the second supporty vehicle thing. Right, you are go there. Wah! Thank you for the ball stretch. You build a network structure with a lot of materials. Okay, that's explained dogwise, yep. Somehow not too lazy build a zillion of them all over the place. The supply box is just kind of silly and only really beneficial if you're too lazy to set up supply runs. Yeah, honestly, I found setting up supply runs easier. Like, legitimately, I think I find it easier than building a bazillion boxes all over the map. Ah, dear. Alright. It is land grab time. It is time for the land grab. We are gonna need a lot more, plasma fellas, aren't we? Alright, so forward operating our FOB. Right. Let's hop over there. We're gonna have another force. Another force of lordies. Even though they're dumb as hell and collide with each other. Note to self, don't spawn them too close to each other because they will kill themselves. They simply will. Can I merge? Okay, sometimes that doesn't work. Oh no. No, you bastard! No, that's what's happening! Ah! And now I can't merge them. Crap. Well, we've got a spare one. That's what's... I hate how... This game has been in development for over a decade, but there's still little UI buggeries like that. Alright, you might as well go over here and start going... over here... There we go. 10,000 contestants. Yeah, I can't imagine it'd be very efficient. It's kind of laggy, a pain to set up, and ultimately doesn't have a huge amount of benefit to it. Thank you for reassuring me, John, that I'm doing the right thing. That is what I would like to see. Under the sea. Under the sea. Everything's better, downwards, wetter, under the sea. Right, where is the cargo fleet? It's gonna go back over here. Oh boy. There's a lot of lag around here. Who done did contain all the lag? You know what'd be awesome is this. Do I want to do this? Nah, not yet. Right, there's one trade fleet. Where's the other trade fleet? There it is. Where are you going? Ah, there's just a heart stuck there. Very slowly repairing. Now! 69. I'm a mature, sensible person with a mature, sensible person's sense of humor. Are you repairing or not, Marco? What are you doing? What are you doing, sir? Alright, so that's... at the very least I got that. Go away! Oh, damn it.
Receiving. Moving now. Moving now.
So rude. I wish the AI would bugger off when it, like, realizes that, like... you know, it's... okay, now leave off. Leave off. Grr.
Listening. Listening.
Alright, so now...
Moving out.
you go over there so I can actually see you. I guess maybe you just can't, oh, you're not finished. That's annoying. Alright, so, Air Force... Airship Force... 2... we're just gonna call these guys... Ship Toasters. Force name... Yum... Yum... Yum Yum and... Yum Yum and... Big Breakfast. And if you don't know what breakfast is, that's what my girlfriend calls breakfast. FTD's UI is really not optimal, yep. Even when doing something now, I knew Red Bull UI, they make some baffling decisions with design, huge amounts of dead space. Okay. Alright.
Listening. Moving out. Moving out.
Don't you dare.
Listening.
Don't you dare. Don't you frickin' dare now.
Listening.
Alright. Don't you dare. Don't. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. And I'm not going to be a stupid person. I'm going to try and fight one faction at a time. Just one. No, it's doing it! Ha! Mine! 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 Arf, 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 arf.
Moving out. Moving
Mark,
out.
Mark.
Moving out.
Arp, 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 arp.
Listening. Moving
Arp,
out.
arp, 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 arp. Mine, mine, arp, arp, arp. Hello, hello, Egglepalm. Don't mind me. I am barking at the neighbors because the neighbors are annoying. They keep stealing my stuff. Keep stealing my stuff. Whoop! Thank you, 3D Record. Okay, so now we got we once again have a brand new cargo route. Where are our cargo thingies? I mean, trade fleet. They're all currently down south. Trade fleet 1, trade fleet 2. Right, so we got 2 of them going that way, 2 of them going that way.
Listening.
Alright, so I've learned the hard way that there's no smart way to set this up. Alright, so there, there,
Moving out.
there, there,
Moving out.
there,
Moving out.
there. Also, really got to remember
Moving out. Moving out.
where these guys actually are.
Moving out.
Yarr!
Listening. Moving out.
Right, you're there. Good, good, good.
Moving out. Moving out. Moving out.
Might need to move my forward operating force
Moving out. Moving out.
somewhere else.
Moving out. Moving out.
My forward operating force can actually move to where the front actually is, which is very nice. Logistics is good. Logistics is good. It's my favorite. Where's my other bloody cargo? There's my bloody cargo.
Moving out.
Bloody cargo. It's cargo with blood on it. Also, I'm gonna need to double up
Moving out. Moving out. Moving out. Moving out.
on these cargo fellas so they can hold oh so much more cargo.
Moving out.
Man, imagine working like this job. It's like, alright, we're just gonna endlessly fly in a giant circle, like picking up raw materials all willy-nilly.
Moving out. Moving out.
There we go. Whew, alright. That is still less time consuming than setting up the conga line of boxes. Alright. Alright, you lot, you better not.
Listening. Listening.
And you guys, just for giggles, are gonna do that.
Listening.
And you guys, for giggles, are going to do that. Are you filling?
Receiving.
I mean, I could pick a fight with one of these guys already. But, how are down the bottom? I don't know the icons. Well, the two factors left. So, yes, so Old Republic, Howard Confederation. Alright, so they got a pair of Peregrine Squadrons against a force of bombers and the Crazy Finns. Which is the new name for the Lordy, I guess. I am liking this fight. This feels like an actual campaign. It feels functional. It feels, like, complete, mostly. Like, no... The kind of shenanigans and issues we've had is the same kind of stuff I've experienced in campaigns which are actually finished. So, yeah, there is that. Alright, we are... What are we gonna do? So, Trade Fleet 1, Hurry Curry. This trade fleet following along so close behind one of these guys is like,
Listening.
I'm just gonna go here. You are gonna double up so you can store more stuff. You are gonna double up so you can store more stuff. You are gonna double up so you can store more stuff. Lovely, lovely.
Listening.
And you are not like that. You are not like that. I should probably double up on, like, all of these guys. Let's see here. What are we building here? Ship toasters. Are you filled of yummy yums? Yes, you are!
Moving
You
out.
get to go over here. We're just gonna have a whole bunch of dragon forces down south. I've learned my lesson, you see. I have learned my lesson. I'm not going to be an impatient person anymore. Right, where is...
Listening.
So I love how I don't actually select that far. It's like... Right.
Listening.
Ah!
Listening.
Right, so now we're gonna build a whole bunch of... Where is it? Dragon forces? Like so.
Listening.
And the fleet name is gonna be... What's it? What did I call these guys? Fighter Wing. Alright, so Fighter Wing... This is Fighter Wing 3, I believe? Alright, so fleet name... Fighter Wing 3... Bernie Wood. And force name... As, it's gonna be like this. Scented Balsa. And... BBQ plane. Because a plane is actually a kind of tree, did you know? A lot more of a high... Funny enough, Basin is also playable. Is this the finished map? Not quite. Azusa is currently working out on smoothing out the terrain a lot, because it does need that. The idea I had originally in that the terrain is rough and challenging and means you can't... means you gotta plan around it. Does not work. It is fun. It is not fun. It is annoying.
Listening.
Oh, you dickheads. Oh, you absolute weenies.
Moving out.
Alright, so... Crazy Finns go there.
Listening.
And the Bomber Force goes here. And we will do a big flank. We will do a big flank on the Soul Republic in about 25 minutes when the council meeting's called. Because I want to be bribed with commodities. I really do. Let's go. What are we going to do? So there's the Howard HQ. Where's the hole? Where's the hole in our lines? Where's the hole in our lines? There's not really a hole in our lines, really, so...
Listening.
Let's see, you are not built yet. Oh, that explains why you weren't bloody building, will ya? Also, yeah, that's a good point.
Listening.
You, sir, go over there, capture this tile, because that's going to bug me if it's not captured. Alright, so this is just, we're going to vibe for a little while. What's 1/10 of 20? It's like 2 minutes or so, I guess? I don't know. We could call the council... We can call the council meeting early. What am I doing? Alright, I'll capture this tile, then call it early. I see you there, you sneaky prick. You cheeky little planes here. You think I don't see what you're doing? You think I don't see what you're doing? I can literally call the council meeting early now. Let's just do that. Let's just do that. Why am I wasting your time and my time? Alright, so let's go here. Right, so we're gonna call the meeting early. Lead a war against the Solar Republic. I want to... Let's see. I have 0 commodities to spend. We could fight both of them at once. I don't want to. Lead a war against... Wait, join and start a war against the... Join the Howl Confederation in a war against the Solar Republic. Which should we do, folks? Both. I don't want to do both. I think, yeah, maybe the Peregrines... Oh, it's the terrain! It's really spiky terrain up there. Right, both, you coward. Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine. We'll do that. Damn you to hell. Okay. What is the heck? Okay, let's frickin' go. Advance on everything. What is that? That's the Peregrine. Let's frickin' go, Varese! Hell yeah! Hell yeah, let's go! Let's go! But as punishment, the first thing you're gonna see is a bunch of gremlins going hee hee ha ha hoo hoo ha. The first thing you're gonna see is a swarm of gremlins struggling to take down one resource zone. That is your punishment! Are there portraits being made for the faction? Yes, I've made them. They're just not in this test version for whatever reason. I'm scared for you versus those Peregrines. We'll be fine. The, what do we call it? The toaster is actually pretty good against planes. Alright, go for it, my lads. Are you going to fire bullets? Oh, bless their cotton socks, they're firing bullets. There we go. Bullets are... Damn, bullets are being fired. Yep, this is the correct, this is the correct craft to use against this. I'm scared for you, this is commit murder. Your terms are acceptable. Whee! Wow, it is refreshing shooting something that's made entirely of wood. It really, really is. Alright, I should have saved the game, actually. I will save the game immediately after this. Anything evasive should dunk on Hawa quite effectively. Yeah, well, yeah, we'll be good. Hawa is not what I'm worried about. It's the Soul Republic I'm worried about. I forget what are the Peregrines again? I'm getting them confused with the, Nita craft that's called the Peregrine. As you should be. Yeah, the Soul Republic is, they are less strong. Wow, they shot all the trees off. And something is on fire. Yay! Have some bullets, they're good for you. Bullets are delicious. It is filled with, like, bullets are filled with minerals, did you know? Burst attack satellites. Oh! Oh, right! Satellite! Crap! I forgot about that. Crap! Oh no! Oh no, I might have moved the Dragon Forces to the wrong area of the map then. Or whatever it's called. A squad of them killed the pyre. Oh, crap. Yeah, I just had a massive brain fart and confused the Peregrine with the other Peregrine. And that's bad. Oh dear. I have literally nothing good against spacecraft at the moment. Oh, the irony. Oh, the irony. And the gremlins are doing what they do best, which is take a very long time to kill anything. Which is kind of the point. They are the starting vehicles. What is the accuracy on these guys? First live combat with these little fellas. What are they doing? Alright, so what... It's roughly 60% hit rate against a stationary target. It is kind of fun to see just a hail of bullets go down range, though. That is fun. Note to self. Have lots of gremlins. Spawn a microcrystal. That actually might be a good idea. And we might have to just, yeah, I think I might do that. I might quickly retrofit the microcrystal to be better. Hey, Jude, don't make it bad. Except the microcrystal probably will get annihilated by the Peregrine as well, because I believe... What is the Peregrine armed with? Is it a laser craft or a railgun? I think it's a railgun. It is a railgun. Oh boy. Hitting 0% stability. Oof. Yep, well, it's like, it's the price you pay for being an evasive little friend. Maybe I should have stuck missiles on this little guy. Yay! Oh, look how pretty that ripples out. It's so pretty. It's so pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and wise. Alright, so we're just gonna do this now. Right, so we're gonna do, hold on. We're gonna do that. And we're gonna do that. 6. And we're gonna hop over here at our fob. Right. Uh-oh. That's not good. We're gonna hop over here. Spawn in a microcrystal. Don't mind me. Don't mind me spawning in the microcrystal. Also, I need to finish that, thingy-bob, what's it? Alright, so this is retired craft of all things. The microcrystal is, like, a lot better than I originally gave it credit for. Alright, pull all, and that will build eventually. I think they're angry. That is the Peregrine. Right, so we're gonna do that. Is the Peregrine gonna... Yep, there we go! There we go. So how missile-proof is... Actually, wait, we do have a counter against the Peregrine. I think the Before the Dawns might be able to manage it. They might be able to manage it. They might be able to manage it. I don't know. What are the HQs masking? Probably a lot of stuff, honestly. Ah. Right, so the good news is that the Peregrine spawns nukes. Ah! Help! Send help, I'm scared. Oh, excellent. You are getting shot at from all angles. Perfect. Alright, how quickly are you losing health? Alright, cool. This thing's not that evasive. And we are hitting it from the sides. What essential bit? I'm seeing AI... Yes! Okay, good. Okay, oh no. It might just be over-penetrating, what do we call it? The Blind Guardians might just be over-penetrated by it. Its weakness if you want. No, we're good. What are the... Whoop. What is that? Stuff. Stuff is happening. Oh boy. Look at us succeeding. And you lot were worried. The trick is just to have more than one craft. Because then it locks in on just one of them, and then gets hit from the side. It appears to be falling out of the sky. I'm pretty sure that's not... Hold on, we're gonna make a note now. Let's see then. Soul Republic appears to fall out of the sky. Not sure it's supposed to do that. The weakness is that it's a frontsider. To be fair, you said squadron. Wait, did I? Wait, what? Wait, what did I say? What did I say? A squad. Okay, right. Hello, are you... Yep, you are listening. Damn, that thing explodes. It goes kablooey. And here I was being all worried. I am fully remaking the Paragon because it's still very flawed. Fair enough. Why did things happen? Ha! Deepwell Refinery. Is that the sub-vehicle for the Paragon and just spawns in with a little nuke? I do remember the advanced cannons on this thing actually are surprisingly painful. Advanced cannon, I should say. That is the bravest damn helicopter which ever lived. Whee! There it goes. It's doing flips and stuff. Finally, an opponent that uses boats. How much? We've done a lot of kinetic damage. Burst idea works much better on larger craft. You need one burst to have enough damage to grip something to save goes recoil disappears. The bravest, perhaps not the smartest. Absolutely not the smartest. He should have run home. He should have run home to his helicopter partner and been like, "You wouldn't believe what I just escaped from." And their helicopter partner would be like, "But did you get milk?" And then they'd be like, "Oh, come on, I just had to fly for my life." It's like, well done, but did you get milk? Did you milk? That's a weird thing to ask someone. Did you milk? Hello, Zuzo! Welcome, welcome! Welcome to the stream. We have killed the Stonelight Presence, and we're moving on, and we're taking on both the Swell Republic and the Howl Confederation at the same time, because well, I wasn't gonna do that, but chat peer pressured me. Like, a lot. They peer pressured me a lot. Let's see... How are we doing resource-wise? We're doing absolutely fine. How big is this thing? It's not that big, but yeah, you know. How much? Okay, we've done over 1 million kinetic damage. Aha! I see engine bits. Delicious engine bits. This thing is probably going to not last that much longer. Ooh, was there? Yeah, it was! Emphasis on was, past tense. Wait a minute. Ah, this thing's spawning a little low in the water by the looks of it. I love wood, do you really? Yay, how are 2 people? What time stream ending, border-wise? Big thick wood balls? I'm not sure. I feel like I'd want to go a little bit longer. Maybe another... It's either 10 minutes or 40 minutes, depending on how I'm feeling. I need to finish my cup of... Damn, hello! There's the Blind Guardian. Being all blind and guardian-y. Ah! Why did I do that? Big thick wood poles, indeed. Wow, this thing actually takes a real beating. Fortresses just tend to be, like, quite tanky. Thank goodness for Super Cav AP Heat. Whee! Low health? Yay! Disintegrate, you gorgeous oil refinery. Zuzu, approximate time for showing up to make an into window? 30 seconds! That's our Zuzu. Yeah! Honestly, Zuzu, if you stopped doing that, I would be seriously concerned. Like, I would be worried for your well-being. I'd be like, is everything alright? It would be like if I spontaneously, like, stopped making canoes entirely, which actually, now that I think about it, is physically impossible, because literally anything I build, someone, at least one person is going to say, ah, yes, it's a canoe, but it's square-shaped, or round. I am not beating the allegations. Nope. No, you're not. Why would you beat them? Beating things is rude. Yay! Well, they are very, very angry, and
Listening. Moving out.
oh boy.
Listening.
Alright, so that Peregrine is going to be a big problem. So,
Listening.
what am I going to do? There's a bomber force
Listening.
over here.
Moving out.
That I think we're just going to go deal with, like, right there. Alright, what do we got to go over here? Ship toasters, and there's a thing. Let's go kill it. Let's go kill. Let's go kill. Let's go kill. Mwahaha! Mwahaha! Ha 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 ha! Kill, kill, kill! Kill, kill, kill! Killing is fun! We like to kill! We like to kill so much! I shouldn't say that out loud, because then people will think I'm a crazy person. Ha 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 ha. I've had a lot of coffee, and now a cup of tea, which doesn't have caffeine in it, but I think there's placebo happening. So there's been 5 minutes and you haven't said anything horny. Are you okay? Did you like my tiny boat? Sousa, I loved your tiny boat and everyone else's. It there was great comedic potential. Well, not great comedic potential. I don't have a... Wait, what? She beats me in my Twitch chat. For real, for real. There's only one thing Zuzu beats regularly. Yes! Video games. What were you saying? Pew pew! It is time for pew pew. Alright, so, the toasters really like to... This is why I say the toasters do absolutely fine against planes. Whee! Okay, plasma is good against fortresses. We have learned this. Okay, so the Blind Guardian literally does not need to move. Neither do these guys. You just hang still. And I forgot that they have torpedoes. Hold on a second. Are you still going? Yes, you are. Good, good, good. It also takes them a damn long time to slow down. Okay, screw it. Oh yeah, wow. Plasma is, like, really doing a number on this. Oh, that's why you're... Stop moving. I'm not actually that big a fan of the drop-down. For AI like this. Right, you do that. Might as well keep driving, driving, driving. There we go. There's such a thing as too big? Yes! There is. There is such a thing as too big. The bigger the car, the smaller the me. Is that microcrystal still under construction? Yes. Yes it is. I'm not too worried about it. Because we might not even need it. We might not need it at all. Whee! This video game is fun. This video game is fun. I am not worried. Actually, yeah, like, man, I hope my cargo... Right, so Jaguar Cook's over there. We're just going to clean up this front line. So now we've got 8 gremlins against this little plantation. I would be a fan of turning it off, turned off all the eyes. Yeah, that would... Yeah, that would be nice. Right, we are going to have... Jeez, these names! These names. Meow meow, bark bark. Doof doof. La la. I'm not sure what I was on when I did these, but by gum. Alright. Wait, which one did we lock onto? Alright, so we absolutely must... Serious Tim... I don't know, did I make Serious Tim the fleet leader, like, on purpose? Because if I did, that's hilarious. Right, formerly Amphitasma Land. Oh wait, I turned trees off. Hold on, let's see here. Trees? Are the trees going to misbehave? The trees are not misbehaving. Excellent! You know what that means? Oh, wow, that's a lot of bullets. Yes! The swarm of gremlins! The gremlin-y swarm! So many... How much kinetic damage does that do? Not that much, actually. But man, we're like... shredding, like, mimics off this thing. Like, there goes one turret. There goes another. Have some bullets. What were you on? I think it was Not Enough Sleep. Yep, the firing sword. Oh, she is like a Clone Wars. Violent yeah, wow. It's like, now that you mentioned, that does kind of look like the Star Wars blaster traces. And now we're going to sit here for quite a while. Watching this wood... It's a good thing that the gremlins don't burn that much material. Alas, I did sacrifice my ability to manually control them. That is a somewhat regret I have. Somewhat. Here's the thing. If you fire enough inaccurate bullets at something, like, you're guaranteed to hit every part of the vehicle eventually. That's just maths. That is just maths that just makes sense. This is the most sandblastery squad I've ever made. Jeez. All the ketchup and mustard in the world, yeah. Hilariously, the Ailstorm Gremlin, like, has a sabot shell specifically so it can damage heavy armor, and look what we're using it against. What did Azusa say? I guess I'm a naughty girl. Like, there is a naughty girl in all of us. That sounded wrong. Well, is Spaghetti in chat? Because I think they'd put that on the quote list. Is it a punishment if I like it? No! No, take your punishment and not enjoy it. Like a good citizen. Citizen Azusa, you are sentenced to punishment. No, not that kind. The kind you don't like. You are sentenced to be covered in... ketchup and mustard. Damn it! Damn it! That alone is too enjoyable. What do I... I'm sorry. Here's the thing. Azusa says, dodgy things on purpose. I say them by accident. We are an unstoppable team. Oh, no. Oh, shoot the green pancake. Being covered in ketchup and a mustard really doesn't sound very... I mean... I guarantee you there's people who are into it. But yeah, no, it's like, I wouldn't want to be. I don't like... I'm okay with those sauces, but yeah, no. Just kind of sticky. Some people... Well, here's the thing. Like, let's look at a random thing. It's like, this is a... What is it? This is a New Zealand blood donor, like, app, like, business card. There's someone out there that's really turned on by whatever this is. Like, app cards, blood donation. Oh, hello! The Hmmmm. Oh, hello, hello. Hello, sir. Are you trying to intercept? Oh, I do not need this many gremlins. I simply do not. I simply do not need this many gremlins. And yet, this is how many gremlins I have.
Listening.
Where are we all pointing? So the Hmmmm is a tiny... Is that... No way. Oh, you poor bastard. So, how many bullets do you want, friend? Do you want more bullets than oxygen? Because we can do that. We can do that. This thing is very fast. But yeah, no, you are very brave. You've had so much time to build up resources, and yet, this is the first thing you send. Yep. Yeah, the gremlin loves things that drive straight towards it in a straight line. It's its favorite. Whee! Dare I ask about the computer? Oh, no, don't mention the Azusa's computer. Don't talk about Azusa's computer. Is there any other fights we need to do? I'm good for another half hour, actually. Alright, so we got, let's see then. How much does, let's see how well squad of Dragon Forces does against these guys. Whee! Begin. Absolutely fine, as it turns out. Yep, they're absolutely fine. They set the trees flying! That's cinematic as balls. Alright, so there's a lot of lead on here, but also lots of wood. Burn, baby, burn, and noon! Yeah, no, the Dragon Forces are actually gonna tear ass through Hawa. It's gonna be fantastic. Miniature PS lasers, plus a lot of wood. Hooray! Burn, baby, burn, now, 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 now. If we beat Hawa like in half an hour, that's gonna be pretty good, honestly. Border's good for another half hour. Yeah, well, I want to finish this playtest, damn it. We might even be able to finish it next time. Build a... I'm not even gonna read that out loud! A PC cooled by raw sewage. Hawa sitting on 3 million... if they don't spawn a Posidonia or something like that, I'm gonna be disappointed. Disappointed. Good gorb. Yep. Yep, this is the chat of all time. This is the... Whoops. Was not locked onto the plantation. Plantation? What about mantation? Mantation sounds like... I don't even know what that sounds like. Tation. Like, mantation. You take your man and you rotate him. You rotate him to make him happy. Maybe that's what's wrong with the world, is that men are not rotated enough. Like, if you are a man, make sure you rotate. I will rotate right now. So here I am, on my knees so you can still see me. There. I have been rotated. I have been mandated. Therefore, I am happy. Essential vitamins or something. Just Mantation. Just sent a picture of it. Mantation. I rotate 24 hours a day. Border on his knees? 3D record, you behave! You simply must behave! I hope everyone enjoyed that rotation. I rotate 24 hours a day. Does that mean you rotate continuously for 24 hours, or you complete one rotation within 24 hours? Because one of them. You spin me right around, BW, right around. Yeah. That was weirdly fun. That was silly and fun, and like seeing it on the, what do we call it? Like on the Twitch playback, it looked very funny. Because there are a few frames lost in my little preview thing. Because the Earth is spinning. Oh, I have arrived. What do I miss? You missed me rotating. Also, we killed Stonelight, and now we're fighting the Hawa Confederation and Swell Republic at the same time because I got peer pressured. Can you do a pirouette? I will do a pirouette right after this guy. Actually, I can do. Let's see. Pirouette, you say? This should be some kind of regime. It's like. The answer is no. I cannot. Let's try it again. Nope, I can't. Nope. Ow! I almost hurt my toes. Ow! That genuinely hurt. My big toe joints do not like me. Hey, but I did that just in time to see this. Now do a cartwheel. No, there's not enough room in my little office to do a cartwheel. There simply isn't. I cannot. Hell yeah. Alright, so... Cannot capture? Why, though? But why? You know, I could just bum rush this a lot. Alright, so now over here. I'm gonna save over here. We're gonna save over here. Yeah, and I'm not even gonna bother to take resources because I have so much money. Alright, what is that? That is the Hecht. How big is the Hecht? The Hecht is heckin' big. If I do this... Face me in honorable battle. Or dishonorable battle. If you choose. Love how it's always pointed the right way. Alright, so now... Right, Forlorn Hope. You spawn in first, cross the T, try and kill this thing a lot. Hecht is a very armed cargo ship. Ballerinas have specialized shoes for that. Yep. That time when border misses your chat. Wait, what? What are you talking about? Look, bro, I won't judge. I've been on my knees for a woman before. Oh. Alright, well, I won't judge you either. I hope you're on your knees to help tie her shoelace. Right? Maybe you're gonna start with you jump into ropes and no warm-up, you're gonna hurt yourself. What are people talking about? Ropes? You know, if you want to be flexible, get tied up more often. I don't want to. That's the biggest problem. Aha! Oh, that's this thing. With a crap ton of missiles. Huh. Wait a minute, what's the firepower of this? It's not so bad. Okay then. Aha! How are we doing? We're doing absolutely fine. Doing absolutely fan-dabby-dozy. There's lots of space in here. Yep, we're doing A-okay. Blind Guardians are doing that thing they do best, which is murder. Murder! Murder! Mwahaha! Wait, where's the... Did the other guy just despawn or something? He did! Hell yeah. Right, what happened over here? Nothing. Alright, so nope, Blind Guardians are doing absolutely A-okay. What is the chat? My phone's nearly dead. Only she... We'll say that. Only she attacked me with a bottle of cream! Oh boy. Alright, who's leaving? Okay, save for myself. Okay, see you, random topped hat. Yay. So yeah, sorry to cut my video short. It's okay. Good to see you. If you're already going to hell, might as well finish the chat. Well, yeah, that's kind of the thing, is like... You do one bad thing bad enough, it's like, alright, well, there I go. I might as well have fun with it. The duality of Borderwise streams, blowing ships to pieces, and chat being aggressively horny. What are you talking about? Chat is merely being suggestive. Suggestive, I say. Right, so the Hecht is... I keep getting the Hecht confused with... What's it? What's back here? Oh, lots of stuff. She's rolling over! What the... Oh, there was a nuke there! Yay! I like it when... I like it when... Alright, so... Hold on, I'm just gonna check something here. So, you... You. There we go. Oh... Oh, wait, what? Oh, there was a helicopter the whole time. It's one of them helicopter things. You know what I mean? Doing helicopter things being all helicoptery. Was the home of blowing and blowing. You be quiet. Okay, there you go. Now you're thinking with war crimes. If I've already used the Lord's name in vain, why not commit murder since I'm going to hell anyway? Well, there are reasons apart from annoying God to not commit murder. For one thing, it's messy and people don't like it. Right. Now that we've really annoyed people, I'm gonna see if... Alright, so... Right, you go over there. Where are you going? Group into intercept cluster. Let's see, you go over there. You go over there. You go over there. And what else can we do?
Listening.
Ooh, we got another Dragon Force over here.
Moving out.
Right, we are just going to... What is the... Ooh, the Urstica! I know the Urstica! I know her! Have you heard about her? I've heard about her. The Urstica, how big is that? These guys have had, like, so much time. That's a big fella.
Listening.
Let's set it on fire. Oh boy. Oh, we're naughty. We are so naughty. In this chat. Naughty, I say. You ever just stop and realize what you're doing and being like, ah yes, that is what I'm doing. Cram is very good. Wait, the Urstic is a cramcraft? Oh no! Oh no, you showed up to the wrong laser gunfight. Oh no! I'm so sorry! Well, I would be, except, you know, this is very cathartic. Yay! Our ships go many knots indeed. Well, if those crams actually did hit, I would be amazed. Also, this guy is actually getting hit because, you know, bullets. If those missiles hit, I'm going to cry. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah, there's a lot of El Fuego happening right now. I don't remember how flammable are cram pellets. I think they're pretty flammable. Yay! Dragon Force, Dragon Force. Speed poor thing, only 20%, I think. What was the question again? I literally asked the question and I don't remember what the question was. I'm gonna make more lasercraft. Like, honestly, I think lasers, just by, in terms of how much I rely on them, they might be my favorite weapon. Just because they're so good. They set things on fire, they're hit scan, it's great. Which means they're really good against both, like, wood stuff and heavy armor stuff. Oh, cram flammability, yeah, okay, true. The problem is that they have, like, basically no health, which means that effectively they do burn away, like, very quickly. That was pretty cool. You know, Hawa is... Oh, wait, I remember this! Hey, Elival, this is one of yours! I mean, you knew that, but, like, it took me a second to remember. I love this. It's got the, like, the little red warning lights that go on when it's, like, taking severe damage. That's so cool. Oh, I love this campaign. I love what you lot have built for it. It's so good. Lasers are so versatile. I never leave without... Seriously, like, lasers are just amazing. Okay. You're back, Azusa. Welcome back. Welcome back. Back to the future, Marty. Marty, we have to cook. Wait. I got my references confused. But it's okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Meow 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 meow. How much? Yeah. Okay. Yep. Rapidly approaching 1,000,000 fire damage. No biggie. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, cram stuff is not that flammable apparently, but yeah, just a little fire in there, just like them pellets just go whoosh. Borderwise says, watch Jurassic Park. Oh, back. Yeah, I gotta get mine blown out again. You... Bonk, bonk. I put a laser on my basing graph for real. I do love Jurassic Park, like, it's amazing. Like, some time ago, I rewatched it, because my girlfriend hadn't seen it. It is an incredibly good movie, the first Jurassic Park. And it's aged incredibly well. Like, the CGI is still probably some of the best I've ever seen because they didn't overdo it. They knew not to over-exaggerate things. And I learned this the other day, not to go on a huge Jurassic Park nerd rant. They've done something that I don't think any other film with CGI in it has ever done, and that's they used stop-motion reference. They had a stop-motion expert on, even after Spielberg decided not to use stop-motion, and the work he did with his little stop-motion models was acted as a guide for the animators, for the CGI artists. Which is why it looks so damn good, because they just had a sense of how a physical thing would move. And I think a lot of CGI artists these days, they don't have that kind of reference, and they just have to, like gun it, like, do it raw, so to speak, and that's why it never looks quite right. CGI is one thing I love to, like, moan about, because, like, it doesn't matter how good it is, you can always tell it's CGI, because of the way it's done. And it's like, if you could get, like, AI to do, like, proper, like, CGI to make it look photorealistic, on the one hand, people would use that for evil, they already are, but, like, prehistoric creature documentaries would be so good. Prehistoric Planet is close, but not quite. Cyclone 2. Make the T-Rexes real. It's crazy how well those animatronics hold up. Yeah, like, the only thing that hasn't aged well is the depiction of the dinosaurs, but the whole point of the movie is that those aren't real dinosaurs to begin with. They're, like, weird hybrids of dinosaurs and, like, frogs and who knows what else. Yeah. Ground turtles are generally pretty damage resistant compared to a lot of other ones. If I recall, it wasn't a reference, it was just controlled by said puppeteers, recorded their physical movements. Oh, hell yeah. No, that's the animatronics. I'm talking about something different. I'm still waiting for a movie to really commit to author intensity and hire a real dinosaur. They already do. Birds. Whenever you see a bird in a movie, that's a dinosaur. Aha! I have defeated you in mental combat. Alright, so what is that? That's the narwhal, peregrine... Oh, that's a... Uh-oh. Alright, it is big fight time. First we're gonna kill this peregrine, or hopefully we're gonna kill this peregrine. I think the Before the Dawns can manage it. They might be able to manage it. You know what I'm gonna do? We're gonna pick a fight with this guy. And we're gonna see. Right, so 4 Before the Dawns. And we're just gonna go as high as possible to make it as hard as possible for this guy to shoot us. Actually, we're not going to do that. That's very silly. Don't do that. Don't trap your bombers in space. That's dumb. Only dumb people would do that. So don't do that. That's dumb. Whee! Ah yes, the pyramids. Look at them. Delightful. Right, go forth, my little guys. I should be surprised by the responses to the... Birds are not dinosaurs, they act like half-a spider. Oh yeah, I forgot birds aren't real. I'm terribly sorry. I completely... Uh-oh. I forgot this has a nuke. I forgot this has a nuke. I forgot this has a nuke. Well then. That's awkward. How good is your missile defense, friend? Not quite good enough. Uh-oh. Where is that nuclear weapon? That nuclear weapon is going to run out of material, so I'm not worried about it. Okay, cool. Like, the Peregrine, we can handle it. This is an interesting example of, like, the rock, paper, scissors of From the Depths, because a squad of these guys can kill the pyre, but a squad of Before the Dawns can kill this, apparently, just fine. So yeah, it's just like I spam medium-sized craft that drive really fast, and then I'm a... Oh, whoa! Kablooey! I love warp nukes. I don't like them. We have a whole series of movies about why surviving down is a bad idea, and I'd still go to the park if the opportunity was there. Well, yeah, me too, obviously. Like, to see, like, even just a genetic reconstruction, of, like, a dinosaur, like... Where is that little bastard? Where is he? Like, just the chance to see, like, a... Like, you know, the chance to see a dinosaur... Like, I don't know, like, Yeah, like, I hear you. I'm right with you there. Oh, does this thing not have scuttle settings? Okay, it does have scuttle settings. It's going to constantly do things, isn't it? Okay, so... this guy's just very confused, and our missiles are never going to hit it, so... we're going to just retire all our lads. I think it's confused. That might have been a terrible idea. Also, let's see. Top speed of this guy is 207 beats per second. That's 160. You know what? It's for the best. It is for the best. Right, we're going to lock onto there and he'll lock onto that nuke. Evasive maneuvers. Right, so, I believe there's already an updated version of the wildcard somewhere, right? Because this guy has a tendency to do donuts in space. Whee! Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Whee! Timing me out has become the Bordeaux chat sport. Has anyone timed you out? Timing that creature out. 23 messages were deleted by a moderate. Whoa! Okay, what did she say? I bet you like being Dreek fire! Oh boy, I wanted to time her out for like 10 seconds. Horny jail. Okay, where is that dam? Uh-oh. Where are we? No! We've gone off the edge of the map. Right. I'm sorry, terribly sorry about this. We are... this thing doesn't have scuttle settings. That's awkward. Battle end options. End. Pull all. And that is the wild card. And we're literally going to ignore it. Where are you going? And we are literally going to let the crazy Finns take care of that. Okay then. Alright, so I think one final gigantic fight should be the updated wildcard thing. Also didn't realize it would delete all the messages. It's Azusa. What didn't she say is an easier question to answer. Don't be mean to Azusa. She's having a good time and she's here, like, let's face it. Chad, okay. See there. Alright. Oh, that's a Paragon. Oh, that's a Paragon. Right, first things first, let's take care of this wild card. And we're going to send some big air support. We're going to send some big dick energy air support. Yonder. There. So, fun thing about the toasters, they do have a laser on top of them, which is very convenient. Critical existence failure. Alright, lads, we're gonna need you. Can you get down there in time? Right, so our western front over there is now secure. That's the Narwhal and the Peregrine. Right, this could be le problem. We're going to kill these guys before they become a giant issue. You asked for this, chat. There's going to be a lot of fights happening. There's going to be a lot of fights. It's fight day. Oh yeah, mate, it's fight day. It's fight day, there's going to be a lot of fights. There's going to be a lot of fights today, mate, yep. Glakave just wonders, why so many Solar satellites and not any Glakave Space Force? Good question. They sent like one that fell out of the sky immediately. What one was that? I made notes. Oh yeah, that was the fluorescence. They sent like one of those and it fell out of the sky and died. We did have Glakave spacecraft. Yeah, okay. I believe I said that. Trying to make the observatory godly so Glakave is forced to have something scary spawned. Eh. Very true. Oh, that's an aircraft carrier. I forgot about... Okay. Alright, more specifically, it's a heli carrier. Alright. I'm not too worried about this. Where's that Peregrine? There it is. There it is. Whoa, easy now. Steady or no. Whoa, the lag. Oh, there's a lot of lag happening. Right, at any moment, those guys are gonna spawn submarines and I'm gonna need to jury-rig some torp bombers like... Ah! Ducks-mageddon! Yay! Ducks-mageddon! Everyone's favorite Mageddon. That nuke is getting dangerously close to... Never mind. Please don't... If that nuke lands on us, it's going to... Okay. Whew. Okay, Forlorn Hope. You almost died. And the Peregrine has fallen out of the sky again. Yep, nope, that is, did I already make it? Yeah, no, the spacecraft are falling out of the sky. Is there something to do with the space settings? Right. Check space settings. Yeah, no, that's, really inconvenient. We shouldn't be winning like this. Although I am happy to see the Blind Guardian winning for once. Because there are no longer commodities. It's really a missile carrier. Harrier should spawn willows. Forgive me, Daddy, for I've sinned. SDFU, bro, I will send you to church. Oh, no. Take me to church so I can get on my knees. Okay, their spawn heights are weird. It's what happened to the GD Craft 2. Interesting. Please don't. You, sir? Cease and desist immediately. Actually, you know what? Goodbye. How the hell do you need to frickin'... How do you drive into this? And... Stop moving. Thank you. Oh, wow. We actually have frames again. That's amazing. Nuns. Ooh, ain't no nuns in my church, lol. My church is full... Oh, this is a dumb thing to say. My church is full of gender-fluid people who all identify as monks. I don't know what to make of the sentence I just said. Did you really expect a ship named Blind Guardian to be good at driving? You know what? You make a compelling point, Streakfire. I really did set myself up there. To be fair, this thing is basically just a slightly modified icicle, so I really... It should be better at driving than it is. But it isn't. Oh yeah, this is a funky AI compartment. Your ships watched Titanic and took it as a tutorial. Say like, okay, right, you drive full speed into the iceberg, right? That's what you do? That's what you do. Okay, wow, like, you lot hyped up the Peregrine a lot, but, I gotta say, the Peregrine's not as scary as I thought it would be. Alright, let's see. Is there... Alright, so Hawa is very slowly coming to kill us, and, right, let's save here. One last big fight, and then by gum, we will cease and desist with our foolishness. So what do we got here? We've got the Condor, and we've got a Peregrine. Alright, oh you stupid bastards. Alright, so I think the Blind Guardians spawn in first, because they are very good at what they do. And then the bombers will be the mopping up. Who's that? That's the Macaw. Hey lads, do you want to get flanked? You're about to get flanked! You're about to get oh so flanked. And Lordy, where are you? And you are over there. And the Before the Dawn is going to be over there. Gonna be over there. I am a genius. I am a genius. I think. I hope. We need a big laser craft, but we may never get it. Oh, I can fart out a big laser canoe pretty quickly. Honestly, I don't know what nuns actually do because we don't have them here. Yeah, no, I wouldn't be expecting you to have nuns in Tasmania. That would be interesting. Nuns, they do charity work. They do a lot of prayer and contemplation in that ye olde Christian way. Yeah, Yeah, like, I don't know. I haven't thought about what nuns do. I have a degree in medieval history, and I cannot tell you... I can tell you what medieval nuns got up to. They were often very naughty, because the nunnery was often a place that, you know, you'd get, like, if you wanted a woman who was troublesome in any way, you just kind of, you know... Where's that peregrine? That peregrine is straight above us. Oh, Lord. Uh-oh. Oh, no. You fool! Whee! Okay, it's pointing the wrong way. That's awkward. Also missing. Who is the naughtiest nun? Probably that one woman in the early medieval period who was, like, banished to a nunnery and she, like, beat up the abbess or something. Maybe this one is good. I just want to sort of throw a maelstrom at it. No, but always, I mean in the LDS church. Huh? Ladder Destiny. What was the church? Most holy. Oh, the Zuza. Please, so sends a legionary. Individually, they're pretty weak. I don't know. Okay. What do those respond? I only know what nuns will be up to in the 41st millennium. Honestly, what nuns will be up to in the 41st millennium will be pretty... This peregrine effectively spawned in backwards. Should probably double check that this thing can actually deal with craft. That spawned behind it, because right there, I think it just kind of goofed. Something big just spawned. But I don't know what it was. Okay, then. We're doing great, actually. Alright, so... We're at that point of the game where we are steamrolling everything. Mormons. Oh... Wait, do Mormons have nuns and monks? I didn't think that... They don't have nuns and monks, do they? No! You're having me on! You know what? We hear a lot about the Church of Latter-day Saints, but what about the Church of Latter-day Faints? And they, like, they throw a jab, and then, they throw a jab, and then when you're not expecting it, they hit you with Jesus. Jeez. Oh, man. I love and hate my improv brain. We do not use that terminology anymore. Wait, what? What are we talking about? What are people talking about? What do we not use their terminology? Mormons have people who knock on my door every weekend at 9 AM, so annoying. They fall over unconscious. Really? Everyone I know does. I wish Mormons, alright. Oh wait, so like, is it rude to call the Church of Latter-day Saints the Mormon Church now? I don't even know why it was called the Mormon Church to begin with. OMG, I just crashed Twitch. And nobody calls it the Church of Latter-day Saints in normal conversation. Yeah, like... Yeah, that sounds euphemistic, honestly. It's like, Church of Latter-day Saints. You gonna gloss over the guy talking into the hat? Jokes aside, I dated an ex Jehovah's Witness girl just before I got with my wife. Her family disowned her over being with me. Yeah. Yeah, the Jehovah's Witnesses are like... Ooh. Yeah, no, they're like, what hat? Not religious, and I would also disown my daughter if she dated you. It's a cult. Yeah, no, Jehovah's Witnesses, they're really bad news. If you meet anyone who's a former Jehovah's Witness, like, you know... Do give them the time of day, do hear them out, and do try and support them if you can, because disfellowshipping is a genuinely cruel thing to do to a human being, and that's, yeah, no, like, you want to talk about a corrupt church? Jehovah's Witnesses is, like, up there. What hat? I missed a fair bit. What I missed? Alright, so the thing with the Church of Latter-day Saints, aka... I never remember the names, is that supposedly, and this is a lot of criticism of the Mormon Church, I'm just going to call it the Mormon Church because it's shorter, is that, like, the founder did this thing, he found ancient tablets with, like, extra biblical writings on them, and it's like he, you know, he put them in a hat and read from them, which apparently was a known, like, essentially divining trick at that time and place in America. There's often used to divine for gold. And then there's the whole thing where, like, he had the translation of it, and then the translation was lost and he despaired. And it was like, I don't know. It's a whole thing I don't need to get into. But yeah, that's the talking into the hat thing. Look up the start of the Church of Latter-day Saints. That's a whole thing in itself. The Mormons I know still call themselves Mormons. Okay. Joseph Smith, that's the one. All I know about the Mormons is from that South Park episode. Yeah, for whatever reason, like, the creator of South Park, like, really like to talk about Mormonism a lot. Are they former Mormons? I don't know. When they follow the Book of Mormon, it doesn't make sense to not call them Mormon. Dude, I've studied that crap. I don't need to Google it, lol. No, do Google it. Do Google it. Like, when you... The difference, if you studied it as part of your church... there are things they explicitly will not tell you. Not to sound all conspiracy theorist. It's like, I'm South African. And there's bits about, say, South African history in which if I went to school in South Africa, they would explicitly not tell me because it's just kind of awkward and uncomfortable. It's like that kind of thing. Don't automatically assume you know everything. I did personal study on the top. Well, look up the hat thing. Because if you haven't heard of it, like, it would be nice to know if I'm mistaken, at the very least. The father of a good friend of mine was excommunicated by the Mormon Church. Ooh. The Book of Mormon is a great musical. I do remember that. I did see that. Okay, what's happening on screen? Alright, so we've just shot down an endangered bird. Who done did this? Player. And surprisingly, he doesn't have anything good to say about them. Ooh. Yeah, oh boy, that is kind of words. That's a can of worms. This is a pretty sunset. I went colorblind to ask, is that an orange sky? Is it an orange sky? Mm-hmm. The sky is piss yellow. It's an orange guy? Did the orange guy piss on the sky? Is that why the sky is orange and pissy? Oh dear. Oh boy. Yeah, it's always a little bit awkward when an apostate meets a current member of the church. It's like, hello, did you sit on a good, motorcycle? Ooh. I didn't piss on the sky? Sure you didn't. Yep. Scamming isn't paying tithes? Yes, but also other stuff. I don't get along with conservative religious folks. I haven't met that many, to be perfectly honest with you, but the few times I have, it was awkward. I remember one time I was at, what was it? I was at the gym, back when I still visited a gym fairly regularly. And there was a guy working the reception, and he just out of nowhere asked if I wanted to go to church for him. And it's like, and it's that kind of weirdness, and like, perhaps not like, with no malice perhaps, but like that overstepping of boundaries that like really devout people do because they're just so eager to like share some Jesus with you. It's like, And then there was the other guy I talked to who tried to convert me to something, and I told him I was an atheist, and then he kind of like, it was eerie. It was like he stopped thinking about what he was saying and was reading off a script on the inside of his head, and I cut him off before he said the point where it's like, you know, if you kill someone, you go to jail, you kill the Prime Minister, like, you're in jail for life. and if you, like, cause an offense against God, and I knew he was going to say that, like, I deserve to go to hell, and I just politely cut him off and said, like, okay, I'm just going to step out of the sun for a bit. So it was like... It was awkward. Let's say that. Oh boy, that's all optional but heavily advised. I have a shock collar so I can be shocked too. Did you enjoy being gagged? I can do it again. I invited a Satanist to a church youth activity, lol. Bro turned up thrice. Well, good. That's a point in favor more for the Satanist than your church activity, I have to say, because they really gave it a college try. Or maybe you just had good food. I love using the... Thrice is a good word. Yeah, if you stayed in the sun any longer, you start burning. Yep. Where am I? Where am I? Why am I? I want to do one more fight, because, what is the Biquet de Lue?
Moving out.
The Biquet de Lue is a... Oh, that's the tank! That's the funny Hawa tank. Damn, Hawa is so slow. And that's the Sempervirens. Wait, did... I have a spare... I have spare Fighty McFightersons.
Moving out.
What am I doing with my life?
Moving out.
You get down there,
Moving
sir. LDS member, yes. I don't like people trying to convince someone to join a religion. That's a decision for yourself alone. Yeah, what I would like, and this is a long shot because I don't think anyone really... No one with power and no one who wants to keep power, be they a secular or religious leader, would ever advocate the study of all religions in schools. Like, basically, you have the Hebrew holy books, and you have the Bible, and you have the Quran, and you have the Hindu thing, which I forgot the name of, and, like, you kind of, like, you let people know what their options are, including anti-religious books. Like, you know, it would be nice if people were actually could make informed choices about the belief system they had, because what usually happens is that people tend to grow up and not really know, like, what their options are and how their options compare to each other at all, which is a crying shame, because then they make snap judgments. And they, like, never try things. And the trees are misbehaving. Like, see, this is a sign that some god somewhere is angry with me, because the trees are freaking out. The Lorax is angry with me, obviously. I respect people's faith, but I don't respect the structured churches using that to their advantage. I just, I'm going to be diplomatic and say I do not respect any belief which falls apart under scrutiny. And we're just going to leave it at that, shall we? Here we're taught to love everyone. And that's a problem, because you can't. That's not a natural thing to do. How can you, for instance, love someone you've never met when you don't know anything about them, for instance? It's overly simplistic. That's part of what I mean when you have an idea that doesn't stand up under scrutiny. Like, and also, does that include Hitler? That's always the thing, like, love everyone. Does that include Hitler? Does that include Hitler's dad, who was a terrible dad, and was probably why Hitler was such a terrible person? It's awkward. You don't have to answer that now, but it's like, no, sometimes you can hate someone, and the hate is justified. Although I personally try not to hate people, I just focus on what people do. Because, annoyingly, people can do horrible things, like horrible things, and also really good things at the same time. Like, I got a YouTube comment the other day from, basically, like, I mentioned Kurzgesagt in a video, and there was a comment that basically said, like, they basically brought up the thing about Kurzgesagt. There's a conspiracy theory that, like, they're funded by billionaires, and they push the agenda of Bill Gates, which is horseradish, by the way. It's thoroughly debunked. They're very transparent about, like, how they get funded, and it's mostly the viewers, and mostly through merch. What is this thing? Ah, that's the Sempervirens, it's their carrier. But yeah, it's that kind of... Where was I going with this? Bill Gates is a good example of that. He's done a lot of terrible things, but he's also done a lot of really good things. He's one of, like, the world's leading philanthropists. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation does incredibly valuable work all over the place. I can't list any of it because I haven't checked recently, but also, he is the rat bastard which enabled Microsoft's complete dominance of, like, the commercial computer world, and in particular, computer networking. The internet runs on Microsoft, frustratingly. So he's done really good, he's done really bad, which is why I don't hate Bill Gates, I just hate the bad things he's done. If I met him, though, then we'll have to see, won't we? Godwin's Law in action. Let's see, what are we doing here? Well, we're having such a good chat that I want to keep going. Hello, what is that? That is the Bucket de Lee. We will fight them in an honorable battle. I watched a video on that question, but I can't remember the answer. I hope the answer was a good one, because I personally have trouble remembering arguments that I don't find convincing. Ooh. Conversation moves on talking one of the worst humans in history. Sorry to invoke Godwin's Law, but I do think it's worth looking at them and see what good they can teach. But you can be picky. Yeah, you have to be. I don't like how the US churches... Oh yeah, if you're talking US churches... Yep. What are people saying? I don't know what agenda Kurzgesagt would even be pushing. I mean, they're very transparent about their agenda. It's, what's it? Altruistic nihilism. They literally made a video on that years ago. It's basically... I don't know. Basically, there's no point to anything, so you might as well try and do cool things. My friends were invited to a Mormon wedding, but weren't allowed to attend the main ceremony because they weren't Mormon. Truth and science, how that is agenda beyond me. As people get more rich and famous, they tend to do extremes. Yes. Amount of time before Borderwise decides to burn orphanage to keep up with simultaneously donating to a very important charity to save lives. Well, that's the thing. I would burn down an orphanage if it would accomplish something good. I would never kick a puppy. I would kick, like, you know, a soft animal. Like, not soft animal. Oh, God! Take that out of context, why don't you? I would kick, like, a plushie. And I would do that. I would do both of those things for charity. It's like, I would fund a new, better orphanage being built, and then burn down the old one, and probably live stream it and says, like, this is what a burning building looks like. And, I don't know. See, that's the thing, is like whether something accomplishes something good or bad depends so much on context. Like, I studied medieval history. Damn, I love this thing. It's so funny. I studied medieval history, and I do not like the Catholic Church, but at the same time, I cannot deny, for all the terrible things they did in the 1,000 years or so, they had a spiritual and intellectual monopoly over Western Europe, they also did a lot of good. Like, they were the intellectual heart of the whole place. And also, there was a very crucial thing that Catholic scholars kind of decided on towards the end of the medieval period, which, incidentally, opened the way for modern scientific method to eventually develop, and that was the separation of reason and faith. So, I don't remember who finally decided on this, because throughout the whole medieval period, they were trying to reconcile, like, evidence and faith. They were trying to find evidence of God, evidence of divinity by studying the natural world, which they did in bits and pieces. And eventually, because, by the way, that doesn't work, if you look for evidence of God in nature, and if you do it sincerely and honestly, you are gonna come up short. Because you have to deal with questions like, there's only one species of human being left, but there's 250,000 species of beetle. What? So yeah, they eventually just decided that, like, faith is separate from reason and beyond it. Which meant that, like, you could separate your church work and your scientific work, which actually essentially freed up scientists to pursue whatever science they liked. Hence, things like the Renaissance and the Enlightenment and the Scientific Revolution, so... And it was weirdly enough their decision that helped enable that. And they might have regretted it. Oh boy. Too bad clips have a minimum length. By the way, none of this about you in particular, 3D Rekka. You're chill. But if someone is a discriminator, that's a problem. If it's in a temple, then even some IDS members can't attend. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, no, we can agree. 3D Rekka, member of Church of Latter-day Saints, he's cool. We like him. We are not allowed to bully him for belonging to a church. That's mean. That's why I don't like churches, if they bully people for not being or being in something else. Yeah, figured lol. I'm just gonna say some of the worst people go to church and some of the best smoke and drink. Yeah. That tends to be the case, annoyingly. Nice catamaran. Yeah, this is a catamaran. I really gotta make a tank like this at some point because it'd be so fun just to have a multi-hull tank. I do also remember this guy has camo, which is fun. Many big words and serious topics today makes me feel smart. I am exhausted from talking at people. Even if it's quite bad, I'd say in a lot of cases in history, theocracies are a lot less bad than other forms. Well, that's the thing, is like the psychology behind, say, a religious dictatorship is pretty similar, if not exactly the same, as behind a secular dictatorship. So it's like, what's a good example? So you've got Enlightenment period France, like just before the French Revolution, right? And your big problem there is that it's essentially, it's not a theocracy, but it's close. But the point is that the French king had absolute power and zero accountability, and that creates problems. The peasants starve to death, and he doesn't know or care. And then you've got somewhere like North Korea, and there's no real god in sight, really. But you still got the thing that the peasants are starving to death, and the leader does not know or care. The problem isn't inherently that people worship a god, it's that they believe and are loyal to an authority that has no accountability. So, if your authority is mortal and has some accountability, like, I would be more chill with religion if, I've never heard of a god apologizing to a follower. Okay, there's a noise. I don't know where that came from. Damn it! I've gotten wrapped up in real talk. Sorry, folks. God, the clip I sent cuts off before the preview did. Oh no! I was getting for a pause in inventory of craft currently spawned before stream ends. Okay, right, gotcha. So all on how a craft main. Okay, so I'm done with talking about real talk. Actually, I guess we can talk about real talk. Ugh, I'm tired. Jeez. Thank you all for being kind of patient and sticking around, even while we're talking about like a very heavy topic. Like, speaking as someone who has studied medieval history before, I can tell you straight up, people have died because of the topic that we're talking about. Like, questioning the validity of the church, in ye olde days, you would get burnt at the stake for heresy if you did not repent very, very quickly. And I don't smell good. Well, the annoying thing is that I would smell good while I'm burning, because I would smell of roasting meat, and now I'm hungry. I must start my stream after the roll call. Gotcha. Alright, so we'll finish this fight here. It shouldn't take that long. Wow, I've just zoned out. We're steamrolling Hawa so much that we are just doing this. What is this? Oh, this is the guy with the giant which launches trees. What a thing to end on. Alright, so there's the Rosa CA. Let's see there. Right, we have enough missile interceptors to intercept absolutely everything, and that's beautiful. Big meat in my mouth. Oh, Azusa! Boat game where people don't build boats and instead build floating fortresses. Azusa! How it does have serious problem with evasive stuff. Yep, later topic. Okay, we've had our heavy stuff. Everyone go read something. I don't know what, just read it. Doesn't matter, it can be the Bible, it can be a critique of the Bible. It can be the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It can be, what's a good book? Actually, everyone should read Philippa Gregory's Normal Woman. That's a good book. I learned stuff from there. This is a laggy fight, because there's lots of bullets. How are we doing? Uh-oh, this fight could take a long time. What did I do this time? You know what you did. Speaking of boat game, I wanted to make a monitor ship, and I slowly realized it's just a cram canoe. Hey! That's my favorite kind of thing to build. The cram monitor. It's terrible. How I can't use Hitscan or Plasma, and they can't use kinetic shells, so the shells they can use don't benefit from high velocity. Stop the suggestive. If you're gonna be suggestive, It's only here's a suggestion. Suggestion. So I guess they're only goodish open to take advantage of special like aim missiles. Bible study as an EDS member is horrible because we've got 4 religious books to read. Yeah. Oh boy, I am so, like, I am personally very glad that my parents never made me go to church. And I think it's because they were made to go to church when they were young. And, my grandmother was a very religious woman, by the way. And so, yeah, no, my mother, she, every Sunday for, like, a lot of her life, she went to church. She was made to go to church. Oh boy, I do not believe you. Clip didn't work. Wait, what? Steak is big meat. I do not believe you. Can't post links in chat unless you're a mod. Drop it in the Discord. Otherwise, I'll take you to church. This is a joke, by the way. Do not take me to church! What is that song where people, like, that guy wants to be taken to church? I don't know. I'm hungry. I should have ended the stream a long time ago. Damn it! I had fun on this stream. Hanging out with people talking about all kinds of things, actually. Man, oh man, I love my Gremlin Swarm. It's so nice. The only faith you need is faith in yourself. You can have faith in other things. You're like, honestly, what is faith? Faith is accepting something uncritically, so maybe don't do that. You can have faith in your, like... Replace faith with trust and loyalty for the things and people that have earned it, and you'll be okay. Snurch is style church. War Thunder? Time flies when you're having fun because you're blowing up wooden vehicles. Yay! Yeah. God, so I'm hungry. I need to eat a food. I need to eat an entire food. I didn't realize this fight would take so long. Like, lots of fights. How dare you have fun in your free time? I mean, does this count as free time? This is a commitment. Pray to the snail for a good game. Oh, I'll pray to the snail, alright. Wait, no, the snail's the War Thunder people. Yep, I'm fading. Oh boy. Oh lordy. Oh boy. Oh lordy. Damn, if only I used Lasercraft against this thing. I just actually, like, this thing is bouncing up and down, like, a lot. And, just the simple fact that it's going like, is making a huge difference in its survivability. Like, this is the problem with From the Depths. It's just a bouncy airship is, like, the best platform for stuff. So much block confetti. Okay, see you, Orange. Ah, yay. I'm just watching the ketchup and mustard bullets do that thing they do best. Are you despawning yet? Where are we? Look at the map! Look at the map and just like... just a circular fight. Oh, hang on, I want to see this. Yeah, there's just so many bullets like whizzing back and forth. I have faith in my wife. You know what? I also have faith in your wife. Not that way. How a craft like this fighting each other is a clown show. Nobody can hit anything. BRB, you have returned. Welcome back. Alright. Who do you reckon? I will raid into you because I can do that. Right after this thing dies. Ye gods. Note to self, spawn more Lasercraft. Zuzu has faith in her wife. Dreekfire. You lot are not allowed to tell Zuzu off for being naughty and then turn around and be naughty yourselves. Actually, it's funnier if we all accuse each other and do stuff. One of my favorite kinds of humor is just like harmless hypocrisy. It's like, how dare you take the last muffin? This muffin is important. You need to ask before. I need more viewers for affiliate. I'm so close. Azuzu is rubbing off Greek fire. Oh god, don't phrase it like that. Ah! Okay, bye, Azusa. No, because I have power, therefore the rules don't apply to me. Oh, right. You're the unaccountable authority, except I can account you. I'm gonna account you so hard. That sounds like a threat. Ah, we appear to have given... The gremlins are really good at giving, like, Hovercraft, like, a haircut. Look at this, by the way. There's a little garden in here. Who made this? QW made this. I don't remember who exactly that is, but they did a damn good job. I'm gonna use her thighs as ear... Oh, I'm gonna count you. Not a bad idea. For F's sake. You know what that reminds me of all things? This is old, by the way. This is before social media was a thing, like years ago. The Lord of the Rings Secret Diaries is like Gimli's Secret Diary is like, I don't know, Arwen pivots from like men to dwarves, and like Gimli's take on this is like, ah yes, she's just the right height to keep my ears warm. It's like... Oh. I love being extremely hypocritical over small things and acting like I'm in the right. Gotta stay warm on those cold days. Dear, can you come here? My ears are cold. You got it. You just give them piggyback rides around the city, and that's how you keep... I mean, I guess, like, if your partner's legs are cold and your ears are cold, you could put 2 and 2 together. You are 1, they are 2. Or you could be the 2 and they can be the 1. Whatever that means. Alright, we've almost finished shooting this thing. Oh, boy. Eesh. How's our materials, by the way? Our materials are absolutely fine. You've got to love how the gremlins just shred things like this. It's good. I should start doing that. My girlfriend loves being carried around. Nope. Oh, wow. I have been streaming for 3 hours. I am tired. I am je suis fatigue. But it's been a real good time, so I don't feel that je suis fatigue. Imagine having one of those, bro. Don't worry about it. Like, anyone watching this, if you want a girlfriend and don't have one, seriously, do not fret it. 2 things you should do. Be the best version of yourself as much as possible. Best genuine... Whoop! Thank you, Duker. Describing this fight. My god, you take an eternity to choke. What does it need? At least 10 more cups of coffee? I do not. I do not. I refuse. Okay. Yeah, so if you want a girlfriend, A, be the best version of yourself. Focus on that. And B, get out and meet people, like, regularly. Like, go to things in which, like... you're gonna have a shared interest in something, and do be proactive, like, regardless of what gender you are. Don't be afraid to ask, because so long as you're polite and respectful and can take no for an answer, like, people can just say no, and don't take it personally, because they are not rejecting you as a person necessarily, they're just rejecting your offer. And then balls in their court. If they change their minds, then they have to ask you out. Them's the rules I just made up. A cookie to anyone who gets the reference. Wait, what? Oh. I'm antisocial. Yeah, no, you have to be, you have to be less antisocial too. If you sit inside all day, playing video games or doing whatever, and then, like, you say, oh man, I don't have a girlfriend, it's like, yeah, no, of course you don't. You never go outside. How is your potential girlfriend supposed to know you exist? Life advice and border wise. Nobody even used a border wisdom. Oh, there you go! Well, that's the border wisdom, I guess. The retroactive border wisdom is like, if you want to meet someone to love, you have to meet people. Which is scary as hell. And most people are just kind of... They're just okay. They're not great, they're not bad, they're just... That noise. The gremlin is strong in defense, not so much offense. Yes. I sit and decide doing my engineering degree. That I mean, really, like, what society expects of us today does not help. Because you are just kept so busy with study and work and all that stuff, and, like, after all that, you're tired, and you don't want to socialize, because socializing properly takes energy. I mean, my current girlfriend asked me out, and that's because she is the frickin' Energizer Bunny. Also, I seduced her with facts about muscular jaw muscles, of all things. I mean, to be fair, I tried asking for a church chick's number once, and she just went over to some accusation, so I ain't doing that again. Ah, right. Maybe church ain't the way to do it, right? And, also, here's another free wisdom. Women generally don't like being referred to as chick, because that's, like, a little bit degrading. So, call them girls, call them women, women preferably. Most people are meat people. That is true. That's golden. I know I'm made of meat. I know a few people that are silicon-based. Sleep on the chest of your tender companion. I'm kind of asocial as well. I'm also completely aromantic, so I suppose it's not actually hindered my love life. Well, there you go. And that's the thing. It's okay. It is okay to not have a romantic partner. This is like... People make themselves so miserable because they feel compelled by society, and, by the way, religion does have a fair amount to do with this, go forth and multiply, but they make themselves so unhappy, because they think, if I only have a girlfriend, or a wife, or a boyfriend, or a husband, or something, then I'll be happy. But some of the best relationship advice I've ever heard in my life is, having a relationship doesn't make you happy, it makes you happier, if you're already happy. So you need to be in the right frame of mind to judge a person accurately before you commit to them, and for that to be the case, you need to be happy already. If you are a miserable sod, and you get in a relationship, that relationship is not going to fix all the things that's making you miserable. So, don't do that. Speaking from personal experience, I only am managing a relationship right now is because I went to therapy first. Okay, that's enough. I've had quite enough of me talking.
Moving out.
The stream, the friggin' stream, border-wise being all, like, you know, talking about stuff. Wonder how you stand it. Wonder how I stand it. Alright, so, 3D Record, let's raid into you, why not? Are you live right now is the question, because if you are, this is your opportunity. Let's help you get affiliate. Hold up. Alright, we're just gonna hold up. My reply did not work. Reminder, check what's... Oh! Crap. Sorry. Okay, check what has been spawned. Okay, we'll do that. Alright, load. Alright, we'll do that while 3D Record gets, you know, warms the kangaroo, like, piloted thing. Alright, so let's see what's been spawned. Oh, lordy, I'm hungry. Okay, there's that. Alright, that's the Belladonna's Lament. That is a scary helicopter. That is the Wigan. Oh, the Wigan! That thing's fun. That's the Gardenia. That is the Secutive Virosa. That is the HQ. And that is the Ilex. What is the Ilex? Oh, that's big. That is the Sempervirens again. That is the Oriental. Yep, that's how you spell it. That's the commodity. That's just the resource thingy. Alright, Swell Republic. Let's see what's spawning right now. That's the buff back. That is a trade thingy. And over here is a bunch of stuff. Alright, so that's the Piran 9, the Finch, Kite Bomber. What the hell is the Kite Bomber? Kite Bomber. Nightingale, Sand Shark, Narwhal. There's a buff back again. What's hanging out over here? Alright, so there's a tufted duck. And I need to do this. Alright, so Triton, Ignis Tempestuous, and there's the PTH7 Porpoise. That's about it. Okay. Commodity, woo! Indeed. The Wrecker is powered by a kangaroo on a hamster wheel. I mean, it's Tasmania, so it's either Tasmanian devil or some kind of wallaby, I guess? Alright, so now let's... Alright. 3D Wrecker, are you ready for raid? I don't see you... Yep, okay, there you are. Alright. Okay, then, you're the advice of it. If you don't love yourself, you can't expect someone else to love you. Yep. Order. Damn it, check the graph. Yeah, I did it. Alright. We're raiding out. If you managed to survive this long in the stream, thank you so much. If you're on YouTube later, please subscribe. Pardon all the real talk that just naturally kind of happens. I think we did a good job being respectful of everything, right? I think we did a good job. Alright, let's raid 3D Wrecker. I need to go eat at least one food. Alright, take care everyone. I'll see you tomorrow for more of the same. Looking forward to it. Farewell! Wait, no, the raid has to happen. Ah! I'm forgetting how to do... Okay, now I've got... Well then. Here we are. Just waiting. Just waiting for the raid. Alright, now we're ready. Here we go. Raiding now. See you everyone. Enjoy War Thunder. Bye!